And in 5, 4, 3, 2. And welcome to episode 7 of Hearth and Hammer. We are so excited to have you guys with us today. We are a family-friendly D&D show, and we are so glad that you're joining us, whether you're doing so live, watching on YouTube, or listening to the podcast. We are so happy to share in this adventure with you, and we hope you enjoy it. Today is episode 7, and if you missed our last show, it is or will be soon up on the YouTube channel and also in the podcast feed. So look for it there. Also, if you have not visited our YouTube, we would really appreciate you going and hitting subscribe and clicking that bell to get notified when we post new stuff. So, also don't forget to catch the show every Tuesday live at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time at twitch.tv/hearthandhammer. Be sure to hit that follow button there as well so you know when we are live. And in the coming weeks and months, we're going to have some bonus content for you guys coming so that you'll want to be here for that. So it's going to be exciting. We are also happy to be using music and sound effects provided by Monument Studios. You can get their all-in-one bundle, and it has amazing 100% royalty-free music and sound effects for fantasy, apocalypse, Cthulhu, and more. And they keep adding to these bundles, so you should go check it out. They're amazing, and we're super thankful to be using them. So, but we are all here, which we're very excited for. How are you guys doing this evening?
Doing great.
Doing fantastic.
I'm doing very
Super
well.
Excited
Can I just say I love that the way you delivered the Cthulhu line made it seem like Cthulhu was its own genre, fantasy, apocalypse, Cthulhu. You know.
It is. It's
excellent.
So, I mean, because it could just all be fantasy at that point. So
that's true.
But yeah. Well, guys, let's play our intro video and jump into the recap. All right. We are so glad you're here. Last week on Hearth and Hammer, the party, entered Nima's cave behind the waterfall and entered into Stahlmast's lair through the steel door using the key that they had taken from their Goliath prisoner, Skin Zabris. After entering the dark labyrinth, the crew passed an inert clockwork crossbow and discovered an armory with a solitary kobold who noticed the intruders and sounded the alarm. The adventurers found a room laden with precariously packed explosives, thankfully avoiding a catastrophe, as well as odd equipment that looked like it was for someone other than kobolds. After fighting through several tunnels, Yenra Imberwind was found locked in a cell, having been captured by the kobolds. Returning her weapons and gear, Rowan convinced the elf to assist them on their quest to defeat Stahlmast. After exploring nearby tunnels, Stahlmast's workroom and a secret entrance to his bedchambers were revealed, giving the party evidence of his misdeeds and ultimately leading them straight to the vengeful human engineer. And that is where we pick back up. You all were just at the entrance to the bedroom, and Theoden was tired of waiting around, and he just walks out into the next chamber, which happens to open up into a large room, a large forge. And so we will take a look at that now. And I will tell you what you see. You see a mighty anvil of dark metal rests in the center of this cavern between two rocky pillars. To the south stands a semicircular pool of stagnant water. Numerous tables line the cavern walls, piled with partially constructed mechanical devices and motionless automatons. A massive forge stands along the north wall, filling the cavern with a bright orange glow. A dangerous-looking clockwork construct rests in front of the forge, resembling a skeletal
I got a call,
iron
so
statue.
we'll be back soon.
All right.
All right, go ahead, bud.
For those that don't know, Noah is a first responder, and so he'll be back. We'll play Lee until he gets back. So we see a sweaty, pallid human of middle years is climbing up the side of the construct as you enter the room. He then slips down inside of it as if donning a monstrous suit of armor. So, have you all entered the room, or is it still just Theoden and I believe it was Theoden and let's see,
Faithful boy.
And Rowan's right behind him.
Yes,
as
Rowan's right
they
behind
push their way through, I come up directly behind Rowan.
I'm going
Okay.
along. I'm not trying to miss out on this.
Yes.
all right. So we're all going out into
I'm done
the
messing
room.
around with the stone and trying to read letters with it
Yeah.
this time.
And Lee will, of course, follow along.
Maybe he'll put that bow to use.
I think he
All right.
will.
No, we also have what's her name? I'm drawing a blank now.
Yenra,
Okay.
yes.
Yenra.
Let me grab Yenra because
She's gonna be
I
chucking
was
that
super
bow as well.
prepared, but I forgot to get her. So
I can't be forgetting our teammate.
I want to make sure
Yes.
that I heard you correctly when you were describing this room. Did you say there's a bunch of lifeless automatons surrounding the room as well?
they're all on the back tables. There's a whole piles of like partially constructed, partially deconstructed automatons that are just inert. So
I see.
Wasn't sure how to spell automatons, had to sound that one out.
automaton. You know how it is.
Them automatons.
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 Automating, automaton. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna do some substituting here because it is not pulling in what I pulled in last time. You know what? I know how to do it.
I've been trying so hard not to think about this throughout the week, because I wanted to just like hop in and do it. But I have been thinking about, I've been excited to play all week long for this moment. Just trying not to overthink, what will be my actions? What should I do? What do I have?
I've been divine smiting things at work.
You've been divine smiting them at work. That's good.
Yeah.
Yes. Does not sound good.
So quick shout out to those drinking bean water for this D&D.
Of course.
Drinking some
Once a
bean
day,
water.
Satan. I love the mug.
It looks good.
It just says, I like my coffee on the dark side.
Yeah, I don't like yours as
Vader.
much. I don't like yours as much.
Yeah, well, you don't like coffee. You really shouldn't like either of them.
I
drink
said I
your
like the
orange
mug.
juice
I said I
in a
like the
sippy cup.
mug. The mug.
Yeah, I know.
Didn't say anything about the stuff in it. You
put
can
it-
drink stuff other than coffee out of a mug.
No, I don't see why you would.
Hot chocolate,
Yeah, you just put that in your sippy cup.
soup.
Do you drink soup out of a mug? Why would you do that?
Yeah, chicken noodle soup is the best because you eat all the chicken noodle out of it and then you can sip the broth.
Philia
You can do
says
it with a
coffee is the
bowl,
elixir
too.
of the valor. I agree with that.
What was that, Pete?
So you could drink from a bowl too. I don't.
Yeah, but I can
understand.
carry. The cup has this nice thing called a handle on it that I can walk around.
You
Sipping.
have handles on your cups.
My mugs. As you
makes
drink from a cup with a handle.
I know we don't need your logic here, Hayes.
Nope.
What
No one-
makes,
We're in the
what
South. No
makes
one
a
drinks
cup
hot
a
tea.
mug? You know, like
Uh,
at what point does a cup become a mug? Does it have to have a handle?
Yeah, when it's
I
a
think
handle and
it's-
it's
How many?
porcelain.
The size of it, maybe. Like if it's like so many ounces.
Hey, welcome to Hearth and Hammer, our coffee and mug podcast. We're glad you're here.
Yes.
Sure to see you.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
It's okay. We'll forgive you this time.
Mm-hmm.
Question for the cup and
Second
mug.
only-
crew.
So
do you-
Ophelia
do you
gets
ever
it.
put
Just sweet iced tea
into a
second
bowl, or do
only
you
to
put it in a
coffee.
cup?
Listen, you guys are missing out. I'm telling you right now, every one of you just thought about how good chicken noodle soup would be out of a big coffee mug. Every one of you are
No,
like,
I did
Yo,
not.
I'm actually not much of a soup fan. Now I like chili, but then eating chili out of a mug seems weird.
you get
No.
weirder every time you talk.
So I get like if you have ice
thank
cream in a cup or a mug, and like you have that,
Why
then
would
you
you-
can like drink the leftover melted ice cream. It's just because
Wait.
it's convenient. Or
Your
like,
ice cream
I give
sits
you that.
around long enough to melt?
I mean, also kind of
Well,
true.
I mean, a little because of the heat from your hands, it's gonna melt a little bit, and then you can
Right.
just drink that. So
and
I'm
if you
thinking
put
of,
hot fudge in it and it's good and hot,
Yeah.
I mean, it's
So
Why
good.
I'm
are
thinking
you
of the-
holding your ice cream?
I'm thinking of the convenience. Well, if it's in a cup, what else am I gonna do with it?
I mean, if it's in a
sit
bowl,
on the couch and
Eat it fast enough that it doesn't melt, you're good.
nah. I get these things called brain freezes. I mean, maybe you don't. Maybe that's just something about what's going on.
You
between
gotta
our
have a
brains.
Brain is
brain to
required.
freeze.
It's in the phrase there.
But I was like, well, if that's convenient, then I
Mason
can
jars
I can
handles
understand the
count as mugs.
convenience of like having
Ooh,
soup.
now
from
that's the
cup.
question, Hayes. Does mason jars with handles count as a mug?
Yeah, I would say yes. I used to drink
Okay.
from mason jars all
Yeah.
the time. So
That's what we have in our house. We drink from mason jars.
Well, I mean, mason jar's not a mug, though,
Why not?
because it's not porcelain.
Well, my
So
mug's not
you're
porcelain.
saying in order
saying-
for a mug to be a mug, it has to be porcelain and have a handle. That's what you're saying.
Yes.
I would do myself a disservice if I didn't ask this question. Is cereal a soup?
Yes.
No, it's
Why
not.
not?
I'm so glad
Why
we
is it
could
not?
have this conversation right now.
Because it's milk. It's not broth.
Chowder is dairy-based
Oh,
soup.
oh,
See, but
Same-
I don't consider
same thing.
chowder a soup either. You know, chowder.
Well, if you consider it or not, it's still like it still
chowder
is.
is garbage. See,
No, it
that's
can
the
be
problem.
garbage. You
Chowder
can
is
have garbage
trash.
soup.
yeah, like chicken noodle. You were talking about it already.
Can we kick him from the call?
I'll
give you
I actually
that.
like chicken noodle soup, but
There's only one you can't talk smack about, and that's tomato soup.
oh, okay. That
In my
you
mind,
ketchup,
soup
hot
has to be
ketchup?
hot.
Can you even eat
Soup
that?
has to be hot.
Yeah, it's processed.
Okay.
The reason he asked that is I'm allergic to raw tomatoes. So
Yes.
Ooh, that's rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hayes asked, "Is ice cream a soup?" I think we've decided.
Ice
Yeah,
cream
it's-
is
it's
not
a
a
soup
soup.
in
Ice
frozen
cream
form.
is not a soup.
It's frozen soup.
Technically, it could be.
I mean, cookies and cream. You now have stuff in your soup. Same thing.
If you freeze like chicken noodle soup, is it
Yeah.
still soup?
Who eats frozen chicken noodle soup?
I'm
Why
just
wouldn't
saying.
you?
Listen,
I'm just
what
saying,
person
it's
buys
still soup.
20 watermelons from the store? I don't know, but I had to do the math in like elementary school about this person that bought 20 watermelons. at
That's
the
true
store,
too.
You know,
Can you please
Just-
put a boss here that I can smack at any moment?
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
All right.
I don't
Tell
know
me though,
what
is
kind of
cookies
rabbit
and
hole we're
cream
going down.
not just the sweeter frozen version of chicken and dumplings?
No,
ooh,
You know?
there's no chicken. What?
can we make another podcast, please?
Yes.
Can we-
I don't even know where
Yeah.
I'm at. I thought this was
it's just a
D&D
test.
night.
Let's see who can make Reborn Rage quit first.
Okay.
Okay, you know
Okay.
what?
Here we go.
It's-
Here we go.
It's
We're
about to
done?
be 2v6. I'm joining the
We're
bad
done.
guys team.
We're done. We're done. We're done. We're done. We're done.
Okay.
You got it.
All right.
Oh,
Back to the game. Sorry for everyone. I'll be cutting that out of the podcast. It'll stay in the YouTube because I don't edit
Perfect.
those.
We're gonna. That's where we're gonna get the most responses.
That's
is
right,
In
that's
that
right.
section.
That's right. So, okay. So, as you enter the room, The human addresses you with a wily grin as he puts on a pair of goggles. You've certainly proven capable and determined by getting this far. I appreciate those traits immensely, and they should be rewarded. Work with me and my team. Help us correct the addled vision of Hubbarduk's future and the future of this wretched empire. Wealth and power await those who prove useful to the destined victors of this war. What say you? And you can tell he's asking, but he's also kind of like strapping.
Can you
stuff
guarantee
in
you'll be a
and stuff.
victor? Because these people, I know they've got a full army, and that's kind of what they're about. So if they're the victors, then we'd still get a fortune anyway, right? We just have to fight you.
If you think
I'm
that
not gonna lie
I
here,
am alone, you are mistaken.
I
But
wasn't
come
listening
now.
to anything that you were saying. It was quite boring.
Come now, you are reasonable people. Surely you have a value of being recognized for what you're worth, not passed over.
I've made myself lots of gold in my lifetime, but nothing is as good as putting my hammer through a madman's head.
Yes, I can't say I'm much for siding with insanity, and I don't believe that's going to change today.
I've got a question. If you can answer this question correctly, I'll consider it. Is cereal a soup? I'm kidding.
So he kind of chuckles and says, "Very well." The metal plates and spinning gears on the construct churn to life with this grinding noise and a shower of sparks. And Stahlmast says, "Though my latest design isn't fully complete, this trial run shall prove amusing. Thank you for your aid in the testing out of my Stahlmaster." And at that, you hear everything kind of whir up to life. As he like stands taller as the suit fully activates. And roll for initiative.
I'm not gonna lie, that was a pretty cool. That was a pretty cool name.
That was a pretty cool.
Well, I think we know who's going first. Hopefully,
15.
I'm going in front of him.
Okay.
Put me down as a 9.
Okay, hold on.
Well, that's not good. I need to go behind Rowan if experience does anything.
So Rowan was a
He's
9.
gonna need a heal. He's gonna need a heal after that.
Yeah.
Not
Rowan
before.
With his +4 to initiative, still managed to roll. a
Third
9.
and what were you?
A 17. Hi. I already
Okay.
feel me feet buzzing
Jace-
with energy.
Jace, what were you? Jace, what were you?
Oh, sorry, I was
He's a
15.
15.
Oh, 15. Okay. And Pete, what were you?
5.
Oh.
Ooh.
All right,
What did
I
Lee
will
roll?
roll for Lee.
Hi. I'm calling it right here, guys. The evil
Ooh.
boss is about to roll a nat 20.
Absolutely.
What did Lee roll?
Lee got a nat 20.
Okay.
Ooh.
What about what's her name? Did you have to roll for fire?
Yeah,
Wind?
she got a 4.
Yinra.
No, Nimra? What's her name?
Oh, so
Yinra.
mine just started popping up. By the way.
Yinra got a
Nimrod?
4. Yinra.
Yinra, okay.
I'm trying to remember the voice that I was doing for this character. I always forget every single week.
I just grunt a lot.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you just, yeah, voice, deeper grunt.
I. They say in my chat, they're like, we just come here to see how many times we hear I.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I let my hammer do the talking, Bard.
Guys, I'm getting better at this initiative thing.
No, you're supposed to get worse with them. You're supposed to get better
I'm
with
not
us.
getting any better.
Yeah, I'm progressively getting worse.
You rolled a nat 20 for Lee. You should also roll a nat 20 for our ranger.
No, it was I'm getting better with how I'm handling it.
Oh, gotcha.
So I'll show you a
need to
picture
roll
later.
you need to
Rolls
you need
now.
to roll a nat 1 for the boss, please.
All right. So before the first round, Stahlmast gets a free shot.
Ooh.
In what era
Good thing
does that happen?
He's
There's
gonna.
a suit
Yep.
warming up.
But that's the thing, is it's like
just
warming up. You
standing
think we
in
just
it.
stand
Well,
there? Just
he
stand there and let him
initiated
take a
the-
free shot?
He initiated the confrontation, so.
Yeah. Good thing you ran out there in front of everybody, Thudden.
It's a good thing I can jump out my way and let the cleric take it.
Bring it.
No,
All right.
I'm right behind you. So
Yes.
I will deflect
So
him the cleric's way.
As he begins moving, you do see that he fires off a crossbow bolt from a like shoulder-mounted like clockwork crossbow.
like Predator style.
Yeah.
Gonna
Like,
shoot
so he's
us
like,
he's
he
gonna get
shoots
like
off.
8 attacks in one run.
Damn it. Did not see that coming.
and it fires and it goes pling and you hear it bounce off of Theoden's shield as it
Yeah, that's
goes
right.
through.
You'll have to try better than that.
Just keep
Is
that
that the
shield up,
best
all
you
right?
got, wee man?
And he moves.
Oh, move closer. Move closer to that gold little guy.
Don't want to be stuck in this corner. Stop coming over here.
Oh, I'll keep him
Yes.
busy. You guys spread out. Toe to toe with the big man.
Yes.
Hold on.
I quite like to
Oh,
see that, actually.
is he running? Is he running already?
You're running.
We'll
from-
see.
He's going to try to turn on those automatons.
Yes, we should try to block that.
I have some boots that could aid in stopping this.
My wee little legs aren't going to be able to do anything.
Yes. Yes. What I was
All
right.
right. So he has moved over here and is then going to shout behind him. Let's see. He shouts behind him, "These stupid people don't understand my genius, so I will show them. They will regret their ignorance as I prove my superiority." And then he says, "To me!"
Uh-oh.
Okay. Now
Right.
we begin at the beginning.
All right.
And Lee will go first. So Lee will pull out his bow. And he will move. He has a lot of movement.
Yeah.
So he is going to move over here. And just take a shot at Stahlmast here with his bow. Being a little wary of the giant mechanical suit that you're facing presently. And he is going to fire his longbow.
I'm feeling this giant mechanical suit may have an AC of like 500.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes. That's quite possible.
Oh, everything just harmlessly bounces off. Aye.
Really wishing I had heat metal stocked right now.
Bags of blasting powder.
What do you want me to do with these?
All
You
right,
want me to
so
get
here we go.
that
Ooh.
close?
Did any did we discuss
So-
this, that bags of blasting powder, or no?
I think you did.
They're in his pockets.
Right.
So he rolled a natural 20.
Ooh,
Who did, Lee?
Dual
Lee
nat 20.
rolled a nat-
2 in a
20.
row and he's not even here.
So
Killing it, Lee.
he did great. He did great.
Noah, stay on your call. We might win.
He's on his way back, he said.
Oh, he's right there.
Oh
Will.
no!
He's back. Oh, you're doing greatly.
I
That was eerie timing.
Yes,
I
You're laughing in the background. Oh.
Mrs. Reborn just shot a dart at my face. Thanks to chat. The crossbow bolt that came in.
Did you deflect this one?
There's a third one. I did not. It missed me, but I didn't have to deflect.
So Noah, to recap for you, you rolled a natural 20 on your initiative.
You did.
Nice.
We got attacked by this giant mech with a crossbow on his shoulder. Reborn deflected it. It was your turn to attack, and you rolled a natural 20 with your longbow.
With your bow.
It's true.
Nice.
Yes. Good work, man.
So,
So we didn't try the dinner party thing.
I don't think he was up for it. He
Yeah.
invited us to the dark side. We said no.
it's true.
Hey.
He did. Okay. So, roll for your damage.
You got one more.
Ooh, 4.
Two the other day.
With
The lowest I could possibly roll.
We want Seth to roll for him again.
I think it was supposed to be, and that's after.
Oh, it's
That's
natural
after it
20,
was
so
double.
I
So
rolled
doubles-
twice, right?
Well, no, you should double the dice.
Oh, so it would be 5.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it is a bow hitting a giant metal suit.
Okay.
Gosh, sure.
Critical hit.
So Lee rushes out and he draws his bow and he takes a shot.
Aye.
And it's a difficult shot going beside the anvil there that's out in front, but he makes it and it hits and it sticks into one of the shoulders and you can see it sticking out of the mechanical suit there. So all right.
Do
Go
I
ahead.
have any movement speed left?
Yeah, you've moved 15.
15.
He was amazed by the amount.
Yeah, I got a lot of movement.
It's true.
I would like to move towards him.
Okay.
And then expend a key point to use dodge.
Okay. How far do you move towards him?
As far as 15 feet will get me.
Oh no, you move 15, so you have 30 left.
Oh,
So-
as far as 30 will get me.
I've got 45 feet of movement.
Okay.
I've got 25.
Yep.
I couldn't reach it to the bathroom before him.
Aye.
Okay. And you're going to use the dodge action. Check.
Yes.
All right. So next
What does the
we
dodge
have,
action do?
Next we have Theoden.
Okay, so I can use my bonus action before my action?
Correct.
Okay. All right. Okay. So obviously I'm going to stomp on these boots, okay? We're 100% going to slam these boots down and get ready to charge.
Okay.
And that'll put us to here.
Hold on. Where are you going? You're going to get right up to him?
Mm-hmm. Aye.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 45.
Yep. And then I moved at least 15 feet.
Okay.
So the enemy has to make a strength saving throw.
Big, massive mech. So
Yep.
I feel like it's pretty strong.
Let's see.
Let's just hope for a low number, guys.
What's this? What's the saving throw?
16 strength, by the way.
Okay. And he makes it.
Of course he does.
So you run up and you hit him, and he takes a step back, but the legs, brace him, and he's able to remain standing.
Hey.
So
Well, then we're gonna go ahead and swing on him.
okay, go for it.
Hmm, 18.
Mm.
Okay, that's a hit.
Okay. And then I'm gonna go ahead and expend one of my divine smites,
Okay.
which will expend one of my spell slots. Oh, let me see what I add to it again. One extra. No, sorry. One extra D8. Okay. So it's okay. It's an 8 plus 2, so it's 10.
Okay.
And to answer the question about the dodge action, when you take the dodge action, you focus entirely on avoiding attacks. Until the start of your next turn, any attack roll made against you has disadvantage if you can see the attacker, and you make dexterity saving throws with advantage. You lose this benefit if you are incapacitated, or if your speed drops to 0.
Thank you.
Mhm.
I'm just curious.
Okay. Awesome. And is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of my turn.
Perfect. All right.
It's not dead after that 10 damage.
It's
No,
not.
no,
It's not
it's
dead. Oh, hi, Bard. Tuck it to sleep.
All right, Jace, it's your turn.
Okay. I had a quick question. This will be the first time I'm using this. I was going to use my my special item, my cloak's ability.
Okay.
Is it a primary action?
Remind me of your cloak's ability.
It can blind or deafen. I was going to blind him. Is that a main action or would that be a bonus action?
Ooh.
I believe it would be. Let me look at your stuff.
Doesn't matter what it is, Heels. You need to do it.
Yes. I have a few controls.
He's gonna make all these saving throws.
I know. I'm trying to guess at what his high stuff would be.
Hey.
It would be to expend a charge. It should be an action
Okay.
because it's a spell.
Okay.
You're using a spell, so.
Okay, and so, all right, I move right about here on the other side of the anvil, and I call out,
Like right there.
hey, yes, right
Okay.
there, and I look at him and say, hey, look over here, and then I turn and I flash the cloak,
Okay.
and the bright purple light flashes across, and he has to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. So you rush forward and you pull up the cloak and you initiate the spell, and it flashes brilliantly towards Stahlmast, and you see the entire room light up for a second, and you see there's there's all of the tables and stuff as everything is revealed to you in that moment. There's even a passageway in the back, and he looks at you, and then he just goes, ha, ha, ha. That will not work on me.
Well, it's worth a shot.
So, yeah, absolutely.
Fair enough.
Quite flashy, Jace.
Okay. Thank you.
Something
Or
like it.
Pete,
then,
we need some of the fire.
Okay.
The cloak is so bright.
Bonus action or anything?
yes. Then bonus action. I'm going to cast my spiritual weapon.
Okay.
All right. It is 11 to hit.
Hey.
Where are you casting it?
Yes.
Where are you casting it?
Oh,
Right by him?
yes. Just casting directly at him. The spiritual weapon.
The
Come
snake.
on. Stupid snake again. What the heck? I changed this.
Spiritual snake.
It wouldn't
Watch
be.
out.
It wouldn't be a spiritual weapon without the snake. Because it wants to be the snake icon. Does that mean it gets a poison effect?
Mm-hmm. Yep. It sure
I
does.
think so.
Hey, the hammer's just denting this thing up.
There. Now it's gonna be correct. If I can get it again. Okay. There it is.
It is.
Hey. Hey.
Okay, so you're gonna summon it and you're going to attack. Roll for an attack.
Would be 11.
Okay, so you summon your spiritual weapon, and this brilliantly glowing sword shows up, floating above, and just slashes down, and he deftly moves out of the way. Okay.
All right.
Well, cleric, could use a
Yes.
little more firepower out of you next time.
Gotta work on my aim just a little bit.
That's just putting on a light show.
All right, so Stahlmast, seeing that he is now faced with a dwarf here in front of him, is
Hi.
going to he is going to move around here,
Running from me already, are we, big boy?
and he's going to attack Theoden twice.
Does the spiritual weapon get opportunity or attacks of opportunity or whatever it is? Opportunity attacks.
That I don't believe it does,
Right, Jason.
because it's not a character. It doesn't have his own independent action.
Good try, though. Good try.
Hey.
All right, so he, as he moves around you, he swings with one arm, and it kind of sticks, and it doesn't do anything. It just kind of bangs off of your shield. And the second one comes in, and he swings, and he gets underneath the shield and hits you. For 23 was the attack. And
Oh,
he
23 is
does-
what he rolled. I was like,
Yes.
did he just one-shot me?
No. 23 was his attack. So, and he.
I was like, what is he swinging?
If you got it, you got it.
And this is where we end this session of D&D, guys, with all of our heroes dead.
Great campaign.
He hits you for 7 points of damage.
Ah, okay, I can deal with that.
Okay.
Is
And-
that all you got?
That is his turn.
Hey, Bard, I got his attention. I bet you
Yes.
sing him a lullaby.
That might be all I can do. We'll see.
Sorry, it is Rowan's turn. Yes. Pete, you're on deck.
Oh, it is my turn.
Pete rolled a 5.
Well, I wasn't sure if Yinra or whatever, if her turn was
Oh,
next.
No,
yeah.
Yin rolled a 4.
That's right. So how many? What's my movement speed here? Really quick, 30 feet. Great. I'm gonna move here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try something.
Okay.
I want to. It's gonna look really strange to everyone else because he's the only one to be able to see this. So I'm going to cast what is called Phantasmal Force. And what I'm going to do is, as I run here, right there in front of Jace, I'm going to turn my hands toward the forge, like I'm trying to summon something out of it. For Phantasmal Force, he has to roll an intelligence save
Oh. There's no way this guy has
So
the
it's
max
a
strength,
DC 13.
max constitution, max
Okay.
intelligence.
And what kind of damage is this? If it lands.
It is not damaged, so it's
Okay, it's just the illusion.
Basically, I'm going to craft. I'm crafting an illusion in his mind, and so what I'm hoping to do is, if this works, is that looks like what I'm pulling out of the forge is a lava monster to fight alongside us.
Okay.
When he takes
If it
damage,
works.
if he
Now,
takes
no
damage,
one else in the
it'll be
party
psychic
sees this.
damage.
Got you.
Yeah.
Yep. Rowan, perhaps do something.
Do something other than wave your hands around. Bud.
I am.
What was it? You said intellect?
Fight alongside me.
Yes, intellect.
Intelligence check.
Okay.
Hey.
Is this the win thing again?
He rolled an 18.
So I just look like an idiot. Great.
So.
Awesome. So.
Well, it's. I think he can still see it, but he just knows it's an illusion. Is kind of what happens. So.
Did you, is that what you were trying to do? Oh, you're still doing it. We're dead.
Everyone else can see it. It's just.
I think the
No,
bard
no
is
one
going.
Oh,
else
no one
can
else
see
can
it.
see it. It's just him.
just
Okay.
in its mind.
The bard
I
is
think it was
trying
something
to
else then.
dance. I think he's trying to
All
dance
right.
off with him.
He's trying
All
to
right.
gonna woo him.
Anything else? Or are you finished?
Do we get inspiration from his dancing?
Yeah. Anything else from Rowan?
Spooky. Better watch out.
Rowan.
That's all I got. That's the end of my turn.
Pete, it is your turn.
Is this creature or mech or whatever it is a large, or is it larger?
Well, he's a human and he climbed into a
It is
suit
a
of armor.
large vehicle.
Okay, in that case, I believe, do this. So can I hold my action, like take my move speed and I'll hold my action?
Yeah.
Okay.
You will not be able to use
This-
your bonus action, just your action though. So you can you can use your bonus action now, but what I'm saying is if you hold an action, it's only your action. You can't hold your action and your bonus action.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
'Cause with my short legs, I'm trying to find a way to cover some distance, and it's gotten complicated. So I need to move 25 feet forward, which 1, 10, 15, 20, 20, I believe puts me here.
Right there?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I am going to command my flame spirit to teleport me 15 feet closer. So on its turn, it's going to run with me
Okay.
and then teleport me 15 feet closer. And then since I've held my action,
So 5,
when
10, like where at do you want to go then?
5, 10,
Like right above Lee?
yeah.
Okay.
So that's
All right.
that's where I want to be. 'cause
So then
that's
you'll
just-
need to move your guy down next to you.
Okay.
So, because it has to be
I can-
within 5 feet.
Yeah, I can do that. And that's just to get me close enough to even be able to do anything.
Sure, sure.
And then let me just move him real quick. Yeah, right there.
Okay.
Now that I'm here, I'm going to produce flame in my hand and just hurl it at him. So I need to make a ranged spell attack, which I believe is a +5, or he will take 1d8 fire damage. And, yeah, +5.
Okay. So you're going to do that at him?
Yeah, so that is
Okay.
a 7 + 5, 12.
Hold on
Aye.
a second.
Nothing.
Is produce flame
It is
a bonus
spell.
action?
It's an action.
Okay.
It's a
Okay, but
cantrip.
you said you missed.
Yes, probably. Unless his armor class is only 12, which would be
No,
great.
it's not. Sorry. Sorry.
Hey,
I think-
somebody
Okay.
other than me and Lee need to hit this.
All right. So
I think the bard
Yenra,
has lost his mind.
Rowan, what are you doing?
Oh, is it not working?
I don't think so.
All right. So Yenra now is going to just step a little bit further in and pull out her longbow and take a shot.
Oh, well.
If you're trying to charm the snake that is the spiritual weapon, I don't think that's how it works.
Okay. She rolled an 11, so she gets up and she fires, and it just kind of bounces off of the armor on the mech there. So she does not hit it there. Let's see. Yep. Okay.
Good try. Really good effort. Appreciate it. You didn't shoot me. I'm happy about that.
Yes.
Okay.
Be quite embarrassing if you were to have
All
failed
right.
like that. And I'm sure you're quite embarrassed that I haven't missed or messed up in this
Yes.
battle.
Just
Hey,
keep your dance going. It was nice. It's very encouraging.
The bard has lost his mind.
Yes.
Okay. So now, as you get through, that's the end of the turns there. So let's see. Let's see. There we go.
Hey guys, real quick, out of character, real quick. Sora Oblivion. I don't know if any of you guys know him.
Yeah.
I know Seth, you might know him. He just got in both mine and Heels' chat and let us know that he'd like some prayer. He just lost his dad about 5 hours ago.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So definitely keep him in your prayers, guys. And
Absolutely.
that's crazy. Phew. Man.
What was his name?
Sora Oblivion.
All right.
He streams as well. He's pretty good Christian guy, and he's frequents most of our streams. I think he's in White Foxes from time to time. So whenever White Fox actually streams.
All right. So as you all are finishing up this round of combat, you do see from the back hallway a gray, ashen-colored dwarf with dark hair and dark armor come through the door and see what's going on. And he shouts and says, I am here, Stahlmast.
Hi.
He runs
Bad
forward.
to us.
Is that a brother of yours, Sterling?
No brother of mine be cut dead with the likes of this filth.
Right.
Oh,
Well,
Let's see. Hold on.
this is going well, friends.
well, maybe he likes some of.
Yes, perhaps he will love what you're
I
doing
don't
now.
know if you would even like what you are doing, Bard. Hey. Hey,
is this
Halfling.
not working either?
Hey, Pete.
Yes.
He doesn't speak Halfling, but I don't speak stupid either. So what's he doing?
What are you insinuating that I speak stupid? I've got no idea.
I know. I was just wondering.
Okay. And he is.
Hey.
Well,
Okay, he is. Let's see.
Just more targets to hit.
As it comes in, okay, he comes in there and then you actually lose track of him.
Lose track of him.
Yeah.
good job. I'm
So
pretty sure I heard another voice.
can you see him, by the way? Now?
No.
No.
Okay, good. Let's just making sure it's working.
Did you guys
Hey.
see a
Hey.
dwarf? I mean, I've seen a lot of strange things here. There was a dwarf here, correct?
One other than myself, yes.
I heard a voice.
I could
did
hear
not
that
see.
unmistakable dwarven tone.
Yes.
He's around here somewhere. Keep your eyes peeled.
Okay. Then
absolutely.
it is now Lee's turn.
Let's go, monk.
You're muted.
Be muted there, monk.
I am going to pull out my rapier
Okay.
and then move forward and make an unarmed unarmed strike against
Stahlmast.
And since I made an unarmed strike with a melee weapon that is one of my monk weapons, I get a +2 to my AC.
Okay.
And then I'm going to make another unarmed strike as part of my bonus action.
Okay. So roll for the first.
How do you make an
Okay,
unarmed
it's going to be
strike?
14.
Okay. You come up and you swing, and it just kind of steps out of the way.
17.
Okay. With this one, you do slash back down, and you hit with your hand or fist or whatever, and you feel the metal kind of rattle a little bit. How much damage do you do?
Hit him again, monk. No.
4.
Go
Another
back to your
lowest that I
bow,
could get.
monk.
4. Okay.
Back to your bow.
At least he's dealing damage.
Well, I'm trying to take some damage from you. I get +2 to AC now.
Hey, at least they're not dancing like the bard,
Theoden,
He's
it
doing
is your
it quite
turn.
well, though.
or putting fancy lights in the air like the cleric.
Theoden,
All right, there's.
Aye.
it's your turn. You're up.
Oh, we're gonna smash him again.
Jace, you're on deck.
I'm ready.
All right, so that ends my turn. Yeah, that was a 7. There's no way that's making any contact.
Okay. Yep. You swing with your warhammer, and it just clings off of the armor. Doesn't seem to have done much damage.
Okay, and then yeah, I'll end it there.
Okay.
You know,
Jace.
I don't really think I'm feeling fighting you anymore. You mentioned something about if we joined you. I'm not sure. We're not doing so great right now, so it might be a good time to turn the tide.
I don't think we're gonna do that. All right, and at this point, I just look over at Rowan and I say, "I believe you were trying to do something. I don't know what it was, but I feel like it'd be cool if it goes anything like last time." And I touch him and I cast guidance on him, and that'll be my turn.
Oh my gosh, we're so
Okay.
bad.
Is that a bonus action, or is that
It's a cantrip. So is a cantrip a bonus action? Or no?
Well, it can be if it says
Okay,
bonus
then it's-
action.
Okay,
No,
then I
if
would
it
like-
says bonus action.
So on time, it'll say 1A or 1BA. 1BA is one
Yeah.
bonus action.
It's 1A, one action.
Okay. So yeah. So guidance
what I
on Rowan. Perfect. All right.
Yep.
Now, do you want to, with your bonus action, you can command your spiritual weapon to move and attack.
I can, but it uses another spell slot, and I'm wanting to save some heals.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't
you
use
move
it.
it,
Oh, it does
Once
not?
you've
Oh.
no, you
Summoning
summoned it.
uses
So
it.
now all you
Oh.
it's just a bonus action to move it. So what's the range of its movement? I believe it's
60 feet.
okay.
Well,
Yeah.
If it's. Oh no, 20 feet. Sorry.
Okay, that's fine. That's 20 feet. So
All right, then yes, I'll attack.
okay, and go
Hey.
for and roll for the attack.
Let's see if you can do more than make lights, cleric.
11.
11?
Same as last
Okay.
time.
So
My
you
dice are broken.
you send it in, and it just kind of like once again just kind of like bounces off of the armor.
All right.
All right. So now Stahlmast
Good luck, Rowan.
in the Stahlmaster turns and sees that he is beset on two sides now. And he takes a look at the armored dwarf, and he takes a look at the
Oh no!
at the monk there, and
You're not within 5 feet of me. I got no chance of helping you out.
he's gonna choose to take a swing at the monk.
Oh, but you have a bonus armor class though, right?
He does.
I got 17 out from armor class.
Oh, if I'd known it was only that low, I would have used something else.
Okay, and he takes two swings, and he winds up, and in his indecision, he swings and he doesn't. He reaches the end of the way his torso can twist with the mech within the mech, and he whiffs over your head there.
Nat 1. He rolled a nat 1.
No.
No.
Just slightly above.
And I know, did he roll like a 15 or 16 at least? Like,
No, he didn't.
okay.
He would have missed it at the beginning too. So. Oh, hold on, see. No, yeah, still would have missed. So. Yeah. Okay. It is now Rowan's turn.
Rowan, thank you.
Hi,
Jace.
Bard. Let's go.
Well, it seems that my spells may not be working, but let's test out these swords. And I want to run here. If I need to, is this like a table right there?
I'd say
'Cause
it's
you know
only
me, if I can do
partially
some-
in that square. I mean, you could roll an acrobatics and
You just
jump up on the
Okay,
table if you'd
gladly.
like.
Let's do this.
You know he's
This
going
is something
to.
that my,
Yes.
It's
my
not a
character
fight unless
always
Rowan
does.
jumps onto a table.
You found something to jump
true.
off of.
14 to
Okay.
leap onto this small.
You know, it's not pretty, but you get up there.
It's prettier than whatever I was trying to do earlier with.
Yes.
Okay.
Roll your attack.
I will.
Hey.
I will attack him and do a defensive flourish with this as well.
Okay.
So I'm going to attack him with one of my swords here, and I will use guidance with this attack, which is a D4, correct? Is that correct? What guidance is?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I'm glad I did that because now my attack is a unnatural 20.
Okay. So you hit. You come in and you feel with like this unnatural guidance of your sword kind of glows as almost it guides it to a weakness within the armor for a second, and you feel it connect with a solid hit. How much damage do you do?
I do 1d8 plus 3 plus a d6 because I did a defensive flourish, which does. Let me just double check this.
Mine are popping up like right
Defensive flourish and take the attack.
Yeah, I'm seeing it too.
If a weapon attack hits, you can expend one using bardic and deal extra damage. So,
Hey.
yeah, d6 for that. So 13 damage.
13.
Plus my AC is now 19.
Hey.
Nice.
Nice.
And for my offhand, I would like to swing again.
Okay.
With my others.
Go for it.
With my other sword.
Now the Bard's getting into it. Good hit.
That would be a
Rowan.
21 for attack.
Okay, that hits.
Oh.
You with one sword in, you're pretty confident, and you get another one in about the same place.
And that would be 6 damage.
Okay.
Hey.
Huzzah!
Good job, there, Bard. Now,
luck.
if the
Don't
cleric
always-
could just join us in this fight.
I'm helping more than you might realize.
Jace, thank you for that guidance, but I don't always have to use words to make myself known on the battlefield.
Use whatever you'd like. I'm trying to fix you when he decides to hit you.
Hey.
And while I'm standing there, I'm kind of doing like this twirling of the swords in front of me, and that's what kind of increases my AC. Ready?
Hey.
Dodge, dip,
Deflection.
dive.
Okay.
Dodge.
Go for it.
They
All
get
right.
to
So
next.
Pete,
That's
you
the end
are
of my
up.
turn.
Excellent. I'm gonna move. I'd like to run up to right next to him here in this corner, and I'm going to take a scimitar attack, which is less to hit. However, I just want to see if I can actually hit it.
Okay.
+4, so 13.
Okay. So you get up, and unfortunately, you just kind of bounce the sword off of the armored legs of the mech there, standing tall above you.
I'm going to move my flame spirit to 10 feet behind me. Let me do that real quick.
Okay.
It's gonna move to here.
Hey.
Actually, let me delete that one.
You guys
The
are
loop
all
to here,
out of the way.
and then it's going to flame seed at Stahlmast. So let me check out the skill
Okay.
for flame seed. So I think that's a proficiency bonus. That's another +5. It'll be a 10.
To hit.
So it's a 10 to hit.
Okay, so
Yeah.
your Firefox, kind of just swiftly just hovers over behind you and shoots as he goes, and it just kind of goes over behind him, just kind of disappearing into the dark back there. So
I'm about to have my first dice in dice jail.
It doesn't hit that dwarf back there that we saw earlier. Is that what you're saying?
you don't know.
Hey.
No.
No, it does not hit the dwarf. Any dwarf.
The other one.
Yeah.
That's
Hey.
the
Door
other
guard.
one. I'm cool with either one though.
Okay, go for it.
Just go for it.
Whose turn?
Sorry,
It's
Yenra.
Yenra.
It is Yenra's turn. So she is going to remain in the back and try to shoot at Stahlmast again.
Hey.
And she gets a natural 20.
You know what? Just roll for me from now on. I'm gonna.
Yeah, I agree.
Like,
That
this
is 3 that I've
crazy.
rolled tonight. So she will do some damage here, which is... Let's see.
Could you sit this monstrosity in a chair? I'm pretty good at hitting chairs.
I've seen him do it.
Perhaps there's a seat inside the mech. Visualize the seat
All right.
inside the mech.
Guys.
I got it now.
She is going to do
Oh. she's gonna
19
carry-
points of damage.
Yeah, she's about to carry us to a victory, guys.
Wow.
Listen, what I tell you, he's
So
back up
she-
a million hit points.
Gets frustrated and she, she's like, I'm better than this. She pulls back and she takes careful aim, and it
Hey.
flies true, going right over Rowan's shoulder, and just like right as it's almost like she timed it between his sword flourishes, that as he moves them out of the way, it just goes shoo, right through and just like hits a spot right in the torso of the Stahlmaster, and
Hey.
you see some dark oil start to leak out.
Well done. But I still did a little bit more damage than you did on my turn.
Hey, Rowan, your girlfriend's getting feisty back there.
She is not my girlfriend.
And I forgot she was there. That was startling.
She gives a kind of a sneer when you say that. Okay,
Bit of a
so,
haircut.
now all right.
It's a helmet for Pete.
I stole it out of Pete's bag.
Well, that's where my missing armor class went.
Okay, so let's see here. 1 second.
Ah. I can't see through this.
Okay, hold on.
Hey, where's my chess piece?
The monk has it.
Hey, fair maiden.
Okay, so all of the sudden, from behind Pete and Rowan and Lee, you see the gray dwarf is right behind you, and he grows to be taller than Rowan.
What?
Yeah.
And he is going to make a attack with his war pick at Lee.
Got that bonus AC to save me.
Okay. Which puts it at what, 17?
Yeah.
Okay. He gets a 17.
Dang.
Ooh.
He should have come at me.
All right. So he is going to do. Ooh. He is going to do. Oof.
Good deal.
That's it. I'll see y'all guys.
Nice.
See ya.
It's gonna be rough.
They're back to back in that 20s.
Reborn looks amazing.
Okay, so he is going to do.
Hey. Why don't you come fight somebody your own size?
22 points of damage.
Ooh, easy. That's like
he's bigger than
nothing.
you now.
Nothing at all.
You down?
No, I got 2 points left.
No, he's nearly dead. He's
Because you drank that healing potion before we came in here, right?
No, I was
You'd
at
be
full
down if
health.
you-
Yeah. Yeah, if I didn't, I'd be down.
Hey.
Okay, and that's his turn.
Is he still that size?
Yes.
Is it my turn now?
Whose
It's
turn is
Lee.
it?
Lee.
All right. I am going to use my third and final key point to disengage,
Okay. All right.
and I'm
daddle.
going
Don't
to
run,
move
monk.
next to Jace, and then I'm going to pull out my bow and fire back at the door guard or the dwarf
How? Where are you going?
next to Jace.
Just right next to him or behind him?
Yeah. I'll go a little bit behind him.
Okay. And you're gonna fire your bow?
Yeah.
At the dwarf?
Yes.
Okay, go for it.
You know what?
Which
No,
dwarf?
I'm gonna fire it at the mech.
Okay.
Less enemies, less problems.
Sure.
That's the
Hit the
7.
wrong dwarf. Yeah. I got 2 plus
Nice.
5.
Hey.
Okay. So you fire your bow and you took a big hit there from a war pick, and you're limping along. You're still moving fast. You're a monk. Your adrenaline's going, but you're losing blood and you're distracted. So wishes by. All right. Theoden.
All right, I got a question. Can I move like past an enemy without like leaving the 5-foot range?
You could.
Like, could I move here? I mean, I have enough movement speed even if I go like down and then over and over and up.
Yeah, you could get there right there. So.
Okay. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I want to go ahead and move there, so I'm within the.
Okay.
The ability to smash some people.
Okay, go for it.
I'm gonna go ahead and swing again at the giant mech we got here.
Let's see it.
21.
Okay, so you swing with your warhammer and it connects and it hits, and you see that some of that armor dent, and it smashes against some of the clockworks inside, doing some good damage. How much damage do you do?
Oh, you know what's coming though. You know that
All
some
right, let's see
divine
it.
smite's adding to
Let's
it.
hear it.
Divine smite.
Get him. Get him.
This is
Let
your
me make
moment.
Okay. Oh, it was actually 2d8 last time, but that's all right. We'll do it this time. So 2d8 extra radiant damage plus 1d8 for. Okay, it's still level 1. So 2d8 plus 1d8 plus 3, and then we'll roll. Oh, yeah, that's awesome. Yeah,
Hold on.
yeah,
Okay,
I
so
love
you're
that.
doing your warhammer, right?
Yeah, and then
Okay, so it's
it
1d8
does-
plus
it
3.
does- yeah, so it does 4.
And then you're doing which channel divinity?
It's not channel divinity, so
Oh,
divine
divine-
smite can be used if I hit, and it adds 2d8 radiant damage to the thing.
Is
And
it? Hold
that's,
on. Is it the inspiring smite? Oh no, hold on.
No, no, all the way down.
Divine.
At the
Okay, I
bottom.
see. I see it.
Yeah, so divine smite.
So
is a
okay, it's gonna do
special.
1d8 for each spell level. Okay.
Yeah,
so you're
it
doing it
does
at
the
third level?
2d8. No, I only have 3 first level spells.
Okay. So it's gonna do 4d8 in total.
No, I
'Cause
should
it's-
only get the 2d8 because then the extra d8 is only if it's above the.
Oh,
level
okay.
one.
Yeah, you're right. So it's just so 3d8 total.
Yeah, so total would be, it's going to be total of 15 damage. 11 of it's radiant, 4 of it's just basic damage with my Warhammer.
Okay. So you said 15.
15, yes, sir.
Okay. Awesome.
Hey!
All right. So big, glowing warhammer hits it, doing some good damage.
Oh.
All right, Jace, you are up.
You're next. Wanna be dwarf?
So I look over at Lee and I say, "Looks like you could use some help." And I reach over and touch him and cast Cure Wounds. Which
Okay.
is... Oh, okay, it's gonna be 10 heal. And then I'm going to send my my weapon over to the dwarf, kind of in this spot right here on the other side of Thirden, and I'm going to attack the dwarf with it.
Okay. Roll for an attack.
Should have taken the 1 out.
It's just a 12. But I'm hoping his AC is a little lower.
Now, is that with the spell bonus, or is that straight roll? Like you're just clicking it
yeah.
in your. Okay. All right. Good.
It's 7 plus 5.
Okay. Okay. So you bring it around and it just swings around and he has a shield and he reaches up and blocks it with the shield.
All right.
Oi! Cleric, you gotta do more than just heal a little bit today.
Hey, I'm trying. They're a very evasive bunch, just to be so large.
All right. So it is Stahlmast's turn, and he is looking around and sees that he is faced with the 3 of you. And he is going to take a swing at the halfling.
I'm dead.
No, you're not.
And I'm going to lose my dice.
If dice roll off the table, it's automatic fail.
It's an automatic nat 1. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
agree.
automatic fail if they fall off the table.
Critical fail.
Automatic fail if they fall off the table.
Okay.
House rules.
Hi! I like the way the bard speaks.
So he rolls a 20, not natural.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Wait, not.
Record.
So he will do. Hold on to see if he hits me.
The record. If my rolls keep going like this, I'm going to get my actual dice
okay.
during the break.
So one attack comes in and does make contact with you, Pete.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and use interception on that attack,
Okay.
which reduces the damage by 1d10 plus 2.
Okay. So let's roll. Make that roll there.
So that's gonna be 6 plus 2, so that's 8 damage taken off.
Okay.
Thank you.
Clutch.
Hey,
You said 8 damage.
why I moved where I went. Yeah, it'll subtract 8 damage from whatever you did.
Okay, so you'll take 4 points of damage then. So Theoden reaches out and blocks, and it's a big metal fist coming down to slam into you, and it just hits mostly the shield, but it does hit you a little bit.
I'm here for you, Halfling. Thank you.
How much damage did he actually do?
12.
Originally, but he only did 4 to him.
Nicely done. Wow.
I can only use that once a turn with whoever's within 5 feet of me.
Okay, And now
That's
it
good.
is Rowan's turn.
Rowan's turn, of course, guys. Here we go. Gonna try something. I'm gonna turn and look over at the dwarf that's standing next to me. You're both next to me. The big enlarged dwarf.
I'm large in size in my own head.
And I'm going to say, what's the difference between a dwarf and a chicken? The feathers. And I've cast hideous laughter on this dwarf.
Okay.
Watch your tongue, Bard!
What is your
It's a wisdom save of 13.
wisdom save 13?
I might not throw my shield out for you next time.
I like it. It was funny and it made fun of.
It's a natural 18.
I don't.
Does he have minus like 5? to
No,
wisdom?
he doesn't. Sorry.
Okay, well that was a failure. So with that, I will
Between the
Go
bard
ahead
yelling
and-
and dancing, I don't know.
Where are you gonna go? Right there.
right there. Just moving a little bit out of the melee range.
Okay.
of the
Stahlmast is gonna
mech.
take a attack of opportunity against you.
Oh, dang it! Why didn't
You
I
guys
think
keep
of
moving
that?
out of 5 feet from me.
But
You can only
he
protect you with
swings
a-
and he just crushes the little table next to it there. So
I do the same thing, Stahlmast.
You guys got that in common.
I heard you can only take care of chairs.
Let's see the chair you're sitting in, young man.
He crushed a table, so
I'm about
you
to
wins.
crush your suit. How much more beating can you take in that tin can? It only gets closer and closer till it crunches your body.
I know I am up next, so I'm just going to hopefully swing with my I'm going to swing with hope.
with
My
hope.
scimitar. My
Okay.
scimitar's name is not Hope. I'm not naming my scimitar Hope.
All right. All
That's
right.
+4 to hit. And the reasoning behind this is the minimum damage is 3. That's a 17 plus 4.
Okay. So you
It will hit. Finally.
swing and you find a good chink in the armor, and in it you see more oil start to leak out, and you hear some sparks grind as he moves, trying to avoid your sword strike. How much damage do you do?
Again, the minimum damage. It's 3 instead of just 1. So it'll be 3 damage, and then my fire spirit is going to flame seed, which is a plus.
Is it
5.
is it just 3 damage?
Yeah, it's just 3. Well, because it's a 1d6 plus 2, and I rolled a 1, so
Oh, okay.
maximum effort.
Gotcha. Okay, so 3 damage, and then what else?
And then my flame spirit is going to flame seed with a plus 5. That is an 18 plus 5.
Okay,
I know
so
that will also
the
hit.
the flame seed flies in over your shoulder, Theoden, and it blasts the mech, and doing how much damage?
That'll be d6 plus 2, which will be 4 damage.
Okay.
Hey, watch where your cat thing is throwing them fireballs that are Pete.
He knows what he's doing.
Hey,
Is there?
one singed me
Does the
beard.
oil
It's
catch on fire?
it doesn't. It's but he is starting to look like the mech is sparking a little bit, and it's starting to get a little shaky, and there's lots of black marks and dents on the armor. Okay. Yinra
hey,
is going to take a shot at the dwarf, seeing the closer threat.
Stahlmast, you comfy in that tin can still?
Okay, so she pulls back with this new threat and fires an arrow and hits it in the back there as it was, or hits it kind of in the side as it was turning to watch
It's fire.
Lee there. And she is going to do
I think the cleric's speaking to himself. Hey, Pete, I think we've got into a group of crazy folk.
What's
All right, so she does.
crazy?
She does 11 points of damage.
Wow. How's Stahlmast looking?
Sparky.
Rough.
Sparky,
The charming, if I do say so myself.
If a suit could bleed, it would look
Stahlmast.
bloodied.
Yes.
Not
I
you.
thought his
yeah,
shit's
it would be pretty starting to look rough. So,
Okay.
yep. And the dwarf, the enlarged gray dwarf, takes it to the shoulder. It's like So,
Aye.
and now it
Looks
is
like
that
we've got
that
a
dwarf's
fight
turn.
on our hands.
No.
Oh, swing right here. See, you moved to the hay. If you had stayed where you were at, Rowan, I could have blocked for you.
No.
What's your AC?
Not enough.
16.
Okay. All right, so
36 points of bludgeon.
Yeah. All you had to do was stay on your table. But you want to jump around like you're
That's
the
a lot of math. That is a lot of math he's
All
doing
right.
over there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I don't like
with
that.
a swing, he swings around with his war pike and
Hey,
hits Rowan with an 18 and does 18 points of damage.
I'm down.
what?
Yes.
Oh no. I got out of my gear for you, Rowan.
And that's his turn.
All
You
right.
should
Out of
save.
character for a second. What can be done for him at this point?
Aye.
Okay, so
'Cause I-
when
I
a
him out of
player,
his misery.
that's okay. And guys, this is part of why we're playing. Part of why this group came to exist because Dr. Heels and Reborn here had never played, and so this is not only family friendly, but this is also there's gonna be a lot of learning going on.
Aye.
So when a character is knocked unconscious, okay, they have to make 3 death saves. Which Rowan, go ahead and make your first one.
Is it my turn right now?
I was thinking you had to make the first one immediately. Nope, just
I
kidding.
thought
You
it
don't.
was just.
So, it's just on your turn. So, okay, so they have to make 3 positive death saves. So they have to roll up a 10 or above 3 times to, by themselves, become stable. If they roll below 3 times, they are dead. Now they only have to make 1 save each time it comes to their turn. If anyone heals them, even for 1 point, then they become stable and they will wake up. So,
That was mainly my questions.
yes.
If they take any damage, they automatically count as a failed save.
It's actually 2 failed saves because
Oh.
it's an automatic crit.
Yeah.
So that you know.
Okay.
Good job, Bard. Waving your hands around got you killed.
Not entirely sure he can hear you right now.
Lord, his girlfriend's gonna be mad.
But we are at Lee's turn.
I'm going to take my longbow and take a strike at the ashen-colored dwarf.
Okay. Roll for your attack.
22.
Okay, that hits.
All right, come on, 8 for the 1d8. 8 for
Nice.
it's 11 damage.
Okay.
Aye. Gonna make a pin cushion out of this one here.
Okay, so you fire your bow, and it takes hits him in the gut, and he's you can tell it hurts him quite a bit. What else do you want to do? Do you want to move? Take another attack? Move away.
I'm gonna say. You know what? I don't know if the cleric has a group heal. I think he does. I don't know, but I'm gonna go forward. I'm gonna go right here and make an unarmed strike on him, hoping that the cleric has something that can heal multiple people at once.
Okay. And you're gonna make a strike against
the door guard or the.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your second strike, go for it.
$23.
Okay, that hits.
Ooh, and another max damage. 7 damage.
7
Nice.
damage.
Hey, good job, Monk. You're back in the swing of things.
Okay, so you
Aye.
shoot an arrow and run up and just strike him, and he takes it, and he looks pretty rough. He looks pretty shaken up. Even though he's large, it appears he's taken quite a bit of damage that he can
Hey,
take.
somebody at least close the bard's mouth for once in his life.
Are you done? Is that your turn?
Yes, I'm done.
Okay. Theoden, it's your turn.
I am going to put my hammer back to use right on this big machine, man.
Okay, go for it.
16.
16 hits.
Oh, okay, cool. Aha, you know what we're doing now again, boys. I'll expend my last spell slot and go ahead and Divine Smite again.
All right. So roll for damage.
Okay, so it's going to be 7 plus 2d8 in radiant damage. Ooh! 22 points of damage!
Okay. So you swing with your hammer, and you overhand strike it right into his chest. And as it comes through, it glows with this magnificent radiance. And it hits it right in the middle. And you hear this crack and this kind of metal shattering, almost like a pan being struck. And you see the mech visibly shaken, and out of the back, Stahlmast drops to the ground prone.
Aye!
And is now prone behind the machine. And the machine collapses in kind of like a pots and pans sound with leaking oil and sparking and, not really moving.
Boys, that's how you take one out. Can you guys finish off the other?
Perhaps.
Okay, let's see what I can do with my bonus action that might help you guys out.
I don't think Stahlmast is done just yet.
Okay,
No.
here's my question.
do
So my channel divinity inspiring smite. After I deal damage to a creature with my divine smite feature, you can use your channel divinity as a bonus action and distribute temporary hit points to creatures of your choice within 30 feet of you, which can include me. The total number of temporary hit points equals 2d8 plus 3 divided among the chosen. Can I use that? It's not technically a heal. I'm just giving temporary hit points.
You can, yes.
It also doesn't tell me how long the temporary hit points last.
Let's see.
Typically, I think temporary hit points just last until like a short rest or long rest. I thought. But
Which
if
one
you
is it?
lose
It's,
them,
you said
lose them.
it's on Channel Divinity?
Yes, it's Channel Divinity and Inspiring Smite in my bonus actions.
Now, is this count as a spell?
It's just under my bonus actions.
Yeah.
It doesn't tell me I have to cast anything, and it doesn't show up
no,
under my
you
spells.
okay, so you haven't let's see. Yeah, you haven't used your Channel Divinity yet. You've only used your Divine Smite, so
Right.
yes, you could use that and do that.
Okay. Then that's what I'll go ahead. So I go ahead and click the little box under Channel Divinity, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and roll my 2d8 plus 3. That's going to be 13 because my roll was 10 plus 3. I'll give 13 hit points back to Rowan.
Okay. So Rowan, as he strikes Stahlmast, almost at the same time as that damage, punches Stahlmast out the back. There's a divine light that comes up from the floor, almost underneath Rowan, and you wake up and you have 13 temporary hit points. Which will
Get up and fight again, Bard.
stabilize you at the moment.
Is this
And that means his next turn, right? He'd still get to use.
Now, what this does mean, though, temporary hit points do go away, and if he has not received any other healing, those temporary hit points will
How
go
long do
away,
they
and he'll
last?
drop back down to. You're right; it doesn't say. I would have to do a little bit more research.
Yeah,
I would say probably for this.
I can look it up real quick while you're doing something else.
I mean, it could be. I mean, it's possible it's like a minute or something. I mean, usually it's a short period, but it's a period within a combat. Usually is about a minute.
Yeah.
And I'll just say like a minute for now. If
Sorry, guys. It appears I took a quick nap on the battlefield.
Yes. Perhaps then do that again.
Was it decaf coffee earlier? Did they serve me decaf?
I think it might have
hold
something
on.
to do with the giant
Hold on. I won't be able to use it on him.
okay,
So it says if you have 0 hit points, receiving temporary hit points doesn't restore you to consciousness or stabilize you.
okay,
They
there we
can
go.
still absorb damage directed at you while you're in that state, but only true healing can save you.
Okay, there
Unless
you
a feature that grants you temporary has a duration, they last until they're depleted or you finish a long rest.
go. Cool.
And they essentially act as a shield that gets used up before your hit points.
Yep. Yeah,
So
there's
he
a
just has,
place
like,
in
an
your hit points for it.
absorption.
So,
Yeah, he just has an absorption shield over him for 13 points of damage, essentially.
but you can't do it onto. Well, you can do it on Rowan, but
I can
he won't.
cast it. He just doesn't stabilize him. It doesn't bring him back.
Right.
He just
So
has
he's
like
still
an
unconscious.
absorption shield around him. Yes.
Well, no, it wouldn't. He would have to be healed past his maximum in order to get it.
No. It says right here. It says because temporary hit points are separate from your actual hit points, they can exceed your point maximum. A
Right.
character can therefore be at full hit points and receive temporary hit points. It says when you have temporary hit points and take damage, the temporary hit points are lost first. And so
Right.
if you have
No.
5 temporary hit points and take 7 damage, you lose those. and then
But those hit points are still at 0 right now because it doesn't restore any of his health. So yes, you can assign those, but if he were to take a hit right now while he's unconscious, it would not go through those. It's not an actual like shell or shield on him. It's literally just would go above his maximum health. So his maximum health is 18, and so you gave him what, another 13, so it'd be 18 plus 13. So yes, if he was at full health, he would then have that in total, and it would go through the temporary hit points first. But because those don't,
it can still absorb damage even directed at you while you're in that state. Talking about unconscious or knocked prone. It says if you have 0 hit points, receiving temporary hit points doesn't restore you to consciousness or stabilize you. They can still absorb damage directed at you while you're in that state, but only true healing can save you.
Where's this at?
Here, I'll just copy and paste the.
Sure. I put it in Discord already.
Okay. Good.
Oh, you got it? Okay, yeah. I went to the 5th srd.org combat. Yeah.
It's in D&D Beyond in the official.
Yeah.
Where did you put it?
Trying to find what book. I put it in the Discord trade chat. I guess I should have put it in the session chat.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were linking it. I was looking for a link.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I can link it. If I can figure out how to get back to it.
So the short of it is I'm still unconscious.
Okay. You're still unconscious.
But I have 13 temp health that can negate some damage if it were to be attacked again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
That is
But go for it.
okay. Understanding.
We'll play it that way for now.
I'm learning as well.
So yeah, no, that's okay. Death is a funny thing sometimes. So
it would be Rowan that dies first.
all right. Well, he does have only 18 hit points, so.
Yeah.
That's true. Well, I thought it would have been Pete.
Okay,
let's take very little damage.
It is Rowan's turn, so Rowan, roll a death save. Oh, excuse me. No. Wait. It's Stahlmast's turn.
Aye.
So he is going to get up. And he is going to... So that's half of his movement. And he is going to run this way.
That's what I was betting on.
And you see him fumbling with some keys. And he uses something that you can't quite see. And a hidden door is revealed. And it opens. But that's the end of his turn. Because he does not have any other movement points.
I've got one more charge left in me boots.
Jace, I thought you went after Thurden. Are you after me?
Rowan, it is your turn now.
I don't know.
It should be...
I'm sorry. You're right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Jace, go for it.
Okay. Yeah, so at this point, I'm going to cast my Channel Divinity, which is Preserve Life. And it can restore up to 15 HP to pretty much everyone is within range. But it can only restore up to half of their maximum HP.
Okay. And it can touch that many targets?
Yes. Any creatures within 30 feet. And I believe everyone, even including Pete, is within 30
So
feet.
15 total or 15 per person?
It says as an action...
Go ahead.
I was going to say, it says as an action, you can restore 15 HP.
So it's 15 total, not per person.
Okay.
So you can restore...
Half.
9 to... You can restore 9 to Rowan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that will stabilize him, and he is now awake.
Right.
So Rowan, you have 9 plus the 13 temp hit points.
I would probably, if I was you, Jace, I'd probably send the rest to Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Then I'll send the rest to Lee.
Okay. So that'd be 6 for me.
Mm-hmm.
Put me at 18. Thank you.
Yes, my pleasure.
Thank you.
So
Jace.
the cleric is useful.
Okay, so Stahlmast still would do what he just did. And now it is Rowan's turn.
Hey, do I get a bonus?
Oh yes, you do. What would you like to do with your with your spiritual weapon? I'm sorry, I keep trying to skip you.
Yeah. So with spiritual weapon, I am going to attack the dwarf who's still directly in front of Rowan.
Okay, go for it.
I mean, I can go for Stahlmast, but I'm unlikely going to one-shot him, so he's still going to get away. I can at least try to take out this guy. That's my thought.
You never know.
Well, Stahlmast technically at this point is still laying behind his thing, right? Because his turn comes after Jason's,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
12.
So technically he's here.
I'm going to change dice.
Okay. Go for it.
12 to hit. And do I roll damage? I imagine it misses.
12. Oh, 12 does not hit. Sorry.
Okay.
Hey, my shield broke. Must not be dwarven made.
Okay. So now it is Rowan's turn. And you are prone on your back, and there's a large gray dwarf standing over you.
He's not prone anymore, right? Because he's healed.
No, he's still prone.
Oh, he
but
has to
still
get
prone,
up.
yeah.
He has
Yep.
to get up with half his movement.
Takes half his movement.
That's right.
So,
Okay.
still laying there. I'm trying to assess the situation. Oh gosh, thought my light just fell. A little scary. Still laying there. I'm going to assess the situation of the big dwarf still here, but it looks like Stahlmast is trying to escape.
The dwarf has a couple of arrows sticking out of him. He's hurt. He's looking a little rough.
I look over at Stahlmast,
Okay.
and I say, let's go for the best here, guys. Might as well try it. Am I right? Still laying there. I say, Stahlmast, you and your companion surrender. And I cast suggestion
Okay. That's a charm, correct?
on him.
What is wrong with you, Rowan?
You suggest a course of action limited to a sentence or two and magically influence a creature you can see within range, you can hear, and understand you. Creature that can't be charmed are immune to this effect. The suggestion must be worded in such a way as to make this course of action sound reasonable, asking the creature to stab itself, blah, 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 blah. So it
Okay.
is a wisdom.
So it's a charm,
13
basically.
Just a roll. Yep.
You couldn't just kill the thing in front of you. I was gonna run him down.
What did you say specifically?
Oh, he did it.
You and your companion surrender.
Okay. So, Stahlmast. He is already over here by the door and does have the door open
Yeah.
now, by the way. Is that in range still, by the way?
I got a. I think so. No, 5, 10, 15, 20.
Is it 30 feet? Because he's 40 feet
says
away.
30 feet. Oh,
So-
no.
Now, I will, because I forgot to move him, I will let you make a decision based on that, whether you actually cast that or not.
No, instead, I look over and I say, I just cast sleep. And so I was like, you
On who?
shall take a nap. And I'm going to cast on Stahlmast.
Okay. So your range on that is
a
60
range of
feet?
90 feet.
90 feet.
90.
Can you see him laying down?
I'm assuming I can see through people's feet.
Okay. Okay. And you're still
I'm
laying
in that
down, or
table.
did you stand up?
I did not stand up.
Okay. Okay.
I have looked around and assessed the situation.
Roll a perception check.
God, yes. Roll that perception check. A nat one.
Because you were not unconscious, and it was on the other side of a mech and a table and a group of people fighting.
The table doesn't exist anymore. He smashed that table
It's still there.
to smithereens.
Now now that you can't see under
Okay,
the
you
table.
said perception.
Yeah.
17.
Okay. You still see him.
Yes.
Seth is like,
All right.
dang it.
Okay.
Roll.
Oh, by the
roll
way,
your
he forgot to tell you he's immune to sleep now.
what is this?
Blind him.
And just to make sure, I'm gonna go ahead and cast sleep at second level, just because we gotta
Okay.
make sure this thing goes to sleep
All right.
in this range.
So what's the
So,
what is it then?
I need to roll.
Are you gonna inspire yourself?
No, I got this.
All right.
It just
Oh,
does
no.
a.
The famous final last words.
So the creature lowest current hit points. Each creature affected by this spell falls unconscious till the spell ends. Trying to see what.
Hey.
Where does it tell me how much I roll?
Pete, how many hit points do you have?
Oh no.
Do what?
I have 17.
Okay.
Okay, I roll 5d8. I actually roll 7d8.
Okay, roll it.
But it's only within 20 feet of that. So if I were to cast it on this back side over here, 5, 10.
Yeah, I'll let you get it. I'll let you. I won't hit Pete with it.
He was already trying to cancel out what you were doing. I would have thrown that sucker over here.
6, 7.
Throws it against the back wall.
35. It affects 35 hit points.
Okay. You see Stahlmast fumbling with the keys, and he unlocks it, and the door opens, and then he stops, and he just like collapses to the ground.
I don't have to run at him now. Okay, how
He
long
is
does that
asleep.
last for? Does he have to make a saving throw every time? Is that what he
No.
has to do?
Maybe.
I'll read about it if you guys go to the next round, and then I'll
Okay.
let you guys
So, are you going to move now or anything, Rowan? Or stand up? Because you know
Oh, he's not
melee
stand up.
melee attacks against prone
was gonna
next to
say.
him. It does have
There's a
advantage.
giant
Well, not to go
dwarf
well.
in front of you.
You said you did stand up.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and stand up.
Okay. All right.
As a bonus action, can I drink some cold brew to wake myself up?
Do you have a potion? No.
Do you have?
I do
wait,
have
wait,
a
wait.
potion.
Do you have a water skin?
Right.
I have a water skin with cold brew as a bonus action. And
The
am I
cold-
able?
You could take some cold brew. Yes.
I could take a swig.
Because
You're
it
telling
doesn't
me
matter
that I
what
can
you drink.
Cold brew.
Wait, did
cold
you-
brew.
You're
did
telling
get the
me I
ring
can
of-
drink
of-
one liter, one little small.
He's got an amulet that allows him to heal.
That's what I thought.
I forgot about that. Yes, you can.
Okay, that was 44 healing for that amulet.
Way more healing than you needed. But go ahead.
I should have 100% got this thing. I would have
I
been
think this
unkillable.
amulet was worth buying now.
I would have been unkillable with that thing.
44 from what I remember. Go ahead and hit that. Go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and heal for 11 points.
Does it have charges?
So
on
you
it,
hit
or
your
do you just
max,
drink as much as you
and
want?
you have 13 on top of that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm feeling great after that quick swig.
Took a nap and had a drink, and now feels fantastic.
Hey, does that
You see-
amulet? Austin,
You
does that
see-
amulet have charges on it?
You see that he
No, I don't have to
stands
spec on
up
it, so-
and he pops the topper off his skin that has his cold brew in it. He takes a swig, and it kind of like you see something light glowing underneath his shirt, glowing a little bit, and he
Not today, Satan.
yes, and he
Not
takes a
today.
swig, and you see like the cuts and the piercings start to just kind of seal up. Yep. All right,
Hey,
good
what
job.
kind of foul magic is that, there, Bard?
Coffee.
What kind of bean water are you drinking?
Magic.
Pete,
I
it is
think
your
the
turn.
cleric's jealous.
Pete, it is your
Is that from
turn.
the tavern down the street? That's
I'm going to use my move action. I'm going to use my movement to head towards the door. I'm going to use my action to use an object. I'm going to pick up the keys. I close and lock the door.
Okay, all right.
And
So you're
then
coming
my
over
bonus action, I'm going to command my flame spirit to attack the other, the angry dwarf,
Nice.
the evil one.
That's me boy, Halfling.
here. Okay, a roll
Both
for an
angry.
attack.
That'd be a +5 to hit, and then d6 +2. Actually, yeah. That'll be a 17
Okay, that hits.
and 3 damage.
17 to hit.
Our DM
hits,
is like, you all should have been dead by now.
and 3 damage.
Was dead.
Okay. So you see the spark hit him, and it catches him on fire, and he, it hits him, and it just kind of burns his mark into him, and he slumps over, and he's looking really rough.
Hey, come on, girl, put the bow to use. Finish this creature off.
All right.
Yenra's gonna shoot now.
Yenra
right?
is going to shoot at him.
Hey, monk, her bow's more deadly than yours so far.
And she is distracted by the flames, and it just passes over and sticks into the wall behind.
Just because
Can I do an insight check to see if she was distracted by not the flames, but worried about
Jeez.
Rowan?
You may,
Is that?
yes.
Sorry, what
We have a theory about Yenra's distractedness.
6, so definitely because of Rowan.
It's hard.
100%.
She's hard
All
to read.
you needed was a
you know?
1. All you needed was a 1 to know that
She's-
that little relationship's there.
She's hard to read.
mean,
She's
I'm-
pretty impassive. She's an elf. She has pretty good control of her features, her motions. So doesn't.
and I'm looking
Doesn't,
looking great after that swig
Yeah,
of cold
He's
brew.
looking pretty healthy.
Yeah. I lean forward and whisper, "Hey, Rowan, I think your girl's checking you out."
Okay.
Is not
So
my girl.
now, the large dwarf is going to take a attack.
Hey, come this way, big boy.
Hmm.
Yeah, you only got.
So he's
really
gonna see.
only-
He's gonna see that. He's gonna see that Stahlmast goes down.
Hey, giving up already, is he?
And he is. Let's
Didn't
see.
like my power.
Okay. He's gonna take another attack against Rowan because he's not happy that you got up.
Yeah, he just don't want me to block on lead. Don't be real.
Ooh. So that's a 19.
It
Hey,
hits.
that definitely hits.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Got-
Bring it
got
on.
nothing. I've got
Come on.
nothing for you, Run. Watch him do like 40 points of damage right here. Kill Rowan.
I just lay
again.
back down.
And so he hits you for. He hits you for 14 points of damage.
A 1 point of damage to his
Oh,
head.
psh. That's basically like you just barely scratched me.
Hey,
Okay.
you're welcome.
Yes.
Are you sure he was still laying on the ground
Actually, I
after you
don't
did your
know that
thing?
you did anything. Yeah, so I have no idea.
You have no idea.
You're welcome for what?
Hey,
I mean, you'd
we'll
still
tell you
feel
about
it,
it later,
but-
Bard. We'll tell you about it later.
Yeah.
Okay.
What exactly did
It is now
he
Lee's
do
turn.
earlier? I was trying to read up. on
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to walk towards Stahlmast, knowing I know I'm gonna have an opportunity to attack against me.
Okay. How are you going? Because you have to go around this. So like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45.
Oh, that movement speed.
Yep. Okay, hold on. I
And
gotta roll.
as
Just
I'm-
gawk at him.
Yeah.
And here he hits him for 27 points of damage. He goes down before he can make it.
Okay. So he does hit you with a 17.
Okay.
Oh well, 17 plus a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Plus 12.
He's got plus 12 to his attacks.
Hey,
Oh, I'm dead.
he's doing too much math.
So not that good. The second one wasn't as good. So he hits you for 12 damage.
Okay. And as I'm walking away, I'm going to throw one of my daggers back at him.
Okay.
He didn't even say he was running. He said, I'm walking 45
Oh, he had to run 45 feet.
Oh.
Natural 19, dirty 24,
You hit him.
and 7 points of damage.
Nice.
Okay. So as you are running around the anvil and the water barrel there, he reaches out and slams his war pick into you. Man, I've got to stop hitting my mic. Slams his war pick into you, dealing, significant damage. And as you round the bend, you reach back and you throw a dagger, and it hits him, thunk, square in the forehead. And he pauses, and then he collapses to the floor.
Nice.
And combat is at an end.
I'm gonna get
Nice
the
throw.
manacles out and place Stahlmast in the manacles.
Okay. All right.
As he
So,
collapses, I want to stab the dwarf in the chest. Huzzah! I did
Okay.
it.
all right.
You're welcome.
You're just trying to look good in front of your girlfriend there, Bart.
So,
She's impressed.
we'll get to actions here in a moment. We're gonna take a quick 5-minute break.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to get different dice.
Same. Yeah.
The D&D Beyond dice are broken.
I'm waiting for mine in the mail.
I think
as
they've
of
worked
tomorrow.
really well for. points of damage. But...
Right.
All right.
That was helpful because I'm still basically full health. Like,
We are going to get back
All right.
to it.
Ready?
Tell me I get to roll something else because I actually got my actual dice. I believe in these things more.
All right.
It's over at this point.
Never mind.
So,
Aye! We're back.
I just,
okay. Go for it.
I just want to let Dr. Hees know.
Mhm.
I don't know if he ever checked, but there was somebody that was missing in the chat in the astral the whole time.
Wait, what do you mean?
I changed my name to Dr. Hees.
Oh,
I
that
saw him,
makes.
I saw him, and I didn't want to say anything. When you laughed, I was like, yeah.
Oh man, I see. Well played, sir. Well played.
That was good. That was good.
I was thumbing through, and I was like, oh, there's no
Okay.
there's no daddy
So
here.
let's, as we return, the mech is on the floor in a heap. The Stahlmast is asleep, but it has been chained up, and the dwarf has shrunk back down to normal size, and is lying on the floor as well. What would you like to do?
I say we tie the dwarf up. I'll hang on.
The
to
dwarf's
these-
dead.
The dwarf's
Oh,
like
is he dead?
dead. He's
Yeah.
dead.
Okay,
Well,
yeah,
if there was a
I'm
knife
check
in
his
your
pulse.
forehead, you'd be fine.
I mean,
I'll hang on to
you know.
Stahlmast because I know the monk is going to want to check out this suit of armor.
I just wanted to inspect the room for any goodies.
I'd like to
I-
see if I can find anything on the dwarf.
I'm gonna
I'm
come
gonna
over
hand
here.
Figure out how
the
he
Okay.
manacles.
disappeared and grew.
what are you doing?
I'm handing the manacles to Theoden, and then I am going to go over with my calligraphy supplies I bought, which I'm also proficient with. Start writing down and drawing anything I can from the mech suit.
I knew he was gonna go there.
Okay.
I'll go get
So,
that prisoner.
okay, so Theoden is over there with Stahlmast, and the door is shut and locked. Pete has the keys.
Okay.
So Pete, if you want, maybe mark that you have keys to a secret passage. In Stahlmast's lair. That way, for some reason, you still have him. Sessions from now. Okay.
No, it opens all secrets.
It's all secret passages.
Oh, secret passage.
Sorry, it's not that kind of key.
Aye.
So, who was Rowan? You said you were inspecting, or you were going to check the dwarf. You said.
Yeah.
Roll an investigation check.
Jason, I'm sure you're curious too. I'm trying to investigate the enlargement of this dwarf and how he disappeared. Would you care to help?
Yes, I would help, and I'll also cast guidance on him.
Oh, sweet. I was just seeing if I could help
Yeah.
actually because my
Well,
investigation.
now that I know I can use cantrips all the time, I'm just gonna guidance every
Yeah.
time I think about it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so that's 13 at first. Let's see the next one. 8. I'll take the 13 and then roll a d4 with that for guidance. 16 for investigation on this dwarf.
Okay.
I'm just trying to find
You
anything
find
important.
a war pick, and you find
Classic.
a wait, hold on. Where did my list go? You find a javelin, and just some pretty rusty, dirty scale armor and a small shield. Doesn't look very good.
But I am not able to find out how he enlarged himself or randomly disappeared.
Roll a.
If it helps, I would specifically like to investigate this circle dragon looking thing that's on the map. If that's even there, because I don't know if that's some sort of machine.
Purple dragon looking thing.
The forge?
The forge in the top
No,
center. Yeah, that's a forge.
No, there's something over here on my screen. That was near where he
I don't see
vanished.
anything there. Unless-
There
I
might.
don't have
Hold on, let me check y'all's.
I'm not
Yeah, there's
sure.
nothing on anyone else's maps.
Oh!
So for some reason, that's just on mine.
The
Oh, okay.
dragon thing. I bet that's the snake.
That's probably the snake.
Oh,
That's,
yeah.
Well, because that's where the dwarf vanished.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, there's a
Oh.
mechanism over
But
there.
see, that's weird
just-
because I put it on there and it's not there. But anyway, so okay, so you find the pickaxe, the war pick, excuse me. You find the javelin, and you find
Rusty scale armor.
yep, some like rusty scale armor and a small shield. And you find probably 5 gold. 5 gold and 3 silver. So.
And nothing that tells me if he grew or whatever.
Oh yeah, sorry.
get it.
Roll a intelligence check.
Intelligence. I just straight up click intelligence
Yes.
for this. Is this still with the help action from Jace's? Because that was the specific.
If you haven't
ones I
rolled,
asked.
then you get to choose which one to use it for.
I've already rolled the advantage help action.
Yeah.
I already did my D4. I was just saying help. for
Well-
it, but I'll roll and see what I got.
Oh.
I just
yeah.
rolled a nat 20 on that intelligence check.
Okay, so you happen to remember that this is a Duergar, which is a dark dwarf, usually found in the Underdark, and that they have a natural ability to become invisible and enlarge.
Oh. Naturally.
It's a Duergar, Duergar. So, and they, yeah.
Well, that's my thing. Anyone-
'Kay.
I mean, Stahlmast is still snoring over there, right?
Yeah.
I'm just kind of hanging on to him at this point, making sure he doesn't come to and take off.
Have
running.
you like I said, are you gonna I guess look around? What do you want to do?
Yeah, I was gonna investigate the area and just basically look for loot.
Okay. So let's see. Roll an investigation. Is anyone else looking around?
Yeah,
Yes.
I would like to look in this like upper left area that we can see.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Alright, the dice are back
so
on my
let's
side.
do this. Noah is sketching the room, basically, right?
Well, the mech
So-
suit.
Oh, the mech suit. Okay.
Yeah,
Did you want to investigate the mech suit as well?
I did.
Okay. So because you're all kind of doing different things, everybody go ahead and make an investigation check.
I rolled 18.
Perfect.
Physical
I-
dice for the win.
Somebody want to help me?
I rolled a 15.
I rolled a 15 as well.
Am I close enough to help? Do I?
All right,
I don't know. If
sorry,
distance has-
I didn't mean everybody. I just meant the 3 of them. But yes,
Oh,
Okay.
that's fine. You can roll with advantage if you want, Noah. We'll say
Not
we'll
much
say
better.
we'll say now that Rowan is not helping anymore.
Yeah, I got 4 on the first one, 9 on the second one.
Okay. Or you can take the 15. What was yours, Pete?
It'd be great if I could roll natural 20s on combat, but I rolled a 20 with a 1 modifier, so a 21.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think between the three checks around, you find. Let's see. Okay, so first of all, if are you also going to search Stahlmast himself?
Me specifically?
Whoever? Yeah, I mean you're over there.
I think
Yeah,
it's
I'll
fine.
say
I'm
I'll
there
say
on him.
we'll
I
say
took the
that you
keys
guys
from him.
covered it, kind of thing. So, so you find some goggles on him specifically, Pete. So you have some goggles, and they're pretty elaborate looking, and then you let's see. You guys get the sense that the mech suit is trashed. It's pretty beyond repair. You guys did a number on it. And however, with that investigation, you have determined you could probably get you could probably strip off some of these parts and stuff, because there are some clockwork parts that are made of gold and silver in this thing. And so you could probably strip it for parts. Is that something you want to do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Okay. So roll a dexterity check.
Ooh.
Lee, because he's
9. I am never. I'm bringing my dice
Okay.
with me always.
so
I'm never rolling
it takes
this dice.
you it takes you a little longer than you would like, but I mean you're still able to do it, and you are able to strip approximately 350 gold pieces worth of gold and silver clockwork components.
Wow.
Now they
Should
are
be
still
right. You would
clockwork
hope that.
components. It's not 350 gold.
I
So
investigated the wrong thing.
so put 350
Uh,
gold GP of gold and silver clockwork components. So
Well, if we sell that could be quite a good party fund, right, Lee?
Aye.
I think we might know the
Party
right tavern
for
to go
what?
to sell it to.
Well,
Plenty
all
of weed.
us could be.
okay, you also you firmly are aware that there's that secret door there. You do realize that there is not much else as far as like working automatons or anything. Like there's not really any more Vox Seekers that are finished or anything like that in here. You do see Pete, if you continue to go down the passage in the back that you were looking at there, you do come to some stairs leading down, and they look like they're leading down into a storeroom. Do you want to continue to investigate that further?
Yes.
Okay.
I will follow him.
As you guys are looking around, Yenra pipes up and says,
I'm all for making sure we get all that we need before we leave, but we probably shouldn't linger around here too long. There are definitely other kobolds in here, and I did happen to see what looked like a dark elf somewhere in the caverns.
That is very good information. Thank you, Yenra.
You sound a bit scared as well.
Yes.
But
Comfort her, Rowan.
Yes,
No.
I'm ready to get out of these caves.
Okay, well,
My
first
suggestion
off,
would be we go back the way we came, because theoretically it should be pretty clear. I do believe they had other areas that had some other unpleasantries for intruders.
I gather everybody except for Yinner up.
Yes.
I don't think this cave is going anywhere. Perhaps we could bring back Stahlmast, and we won't have to drag him around with us.
Aye.
And then we could return tomorrow after we get some rest and heal.
Absolutely.
to
If I remember correctly,
finish.
it's a pretty handsome
Aye.
reward for Stahlmaster alive.
I'd like to get my hands on my gold. See what kind of price we can fetch for these parts.
Pete, would you like to quickly search down this hallway really quick?
It's just a storeroom, right? Like there's not an.
So if you go in there, because you were already doing it, you do see it is a storeroom, but it is a through room, and you see on the other side there is a forge room. You do see that it has, in this room there are tons of crates and chests of food and materials and ingots of metals. It looks like, you know, there's bags of grain and all sorts of things. It's pretty clearly from Hupperduke, like probably having been stolen over the, you know, last weeks or months, you know, or whatever. But it's there's so much, like you would be hard pressed to carry much of anything.
Yeah.
You might be.
If it's just ingots and things and I don't like see gold and whatnot and everybody wants to leave, then I'll probably
there's not any visible money or anything.
Yeah.
So.
If there's not anything of any like considerable worth.
Yeah, no, it would be
stuff.
Yeah, things that would be honestly too heavy to carry much out. And it's not organized in any way. It's very haphazard and you know, so
that's fine. I at least know this is here. I've got the keys, so I'm good to leave.
Was there any weapons or anything laying around the room?
There was not in this room.
Okay.
So
I do want to grab my dagger from the dwarf.
Okay.
Yes.
If you were to look around, there's some blacksmith tools lying around as well.
I could do with those.
All right. Grab them, Theoden.
Are there, by any chance, any tinker tools?
What, the 4 sets you have now?
No, those are thieves' tools. I'm looking for tinker's tools.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Roll a investigation.
I'd like to help him.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just
roll one
looking for
more.
another one-handed simple weapon. I need an extra.
Have a
I'll
couple.
take that 13
alright.
for an investigation.
Okay. You don't find any. So, you do find there is a lever mounted on the east wall, and it says steam room.
Pull it.
No.
Ooh,
You pull it.
I say we go back out the way we came in. We get our reward for this guy, and then we can come on back.
He pulled it.
Did
So
he?
you
Did
pulled
he?
it, and the
he pulled it.
and the door. You hear a door down this hallway down here, slam shut, and you hear kind of a hissing sound.
Rowan, what have you done?
We should have left him on the floor where he was.
I
There's a hissing inside there?
kind of think we should
Behind the
leave
door
now.
that slammed shut. Yeah,
Is it a hissing like steam coming
Like
to
steam
the door?
coming.
Or is it
No,
like
like
creature hissing?
like steam filling a room.
Do we hear screams in there?
You don't.
What do you think is going on in this dungeon?
I pull the lever again.
Okay.
Oh my.
The you
Take a
the
spear and hand it to
rushing
you.
the rushing of steam
Thank you.
stops, and after a moment or two, the doors open, and you do see a little bit of steam kind of wafting back down the hall.
That's nice. Okay, yeah, that was fun. This lever opens and closes. There seems to be a door down there, and it's a steam room.
Yeah. You
Does
also
it
see
seem
there's a chimney in the forge that does go up into the ceiling. That obviously, you know, something is escaping somewhere in the mountain. So
Yeah. Does the steam seem comfortable or unbearably hot?
you are not even in the stairs leading to the door, and it seems
Okay.
pretty warm.
Okay.
All right.
Would you guys like to destroy this forge here to make sure that no one else can do anything? Or
Personally,
should we just-
I thought it would make a great kind of home base.
We still have to clear out the rest of this dungeon. There's
Hey, we can do that when we come back, Bard. You can talk them all to sleep again. Let's get this guy out of here.
Okay.
For once, I have to agree with the dwarf. I do think we should get Stahlmast out of here, get him put away, and then come back before someone tries to free him from us.
Sounds good. Let's head out.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're which way are you heading out? Back the way you came?
Back the way we came.
Back the way we
Yes.
came, yeah.
Okay. So if you're retracing your steps easy enough, you're able to go back through Stahlmast's bedroom. And you don't have any difficulty. The secret passage between his bedroom and his work study are still open. Let's see. Hold on 1 second. Let's see if there's anything else in here.
Feel like we're about to get in a fight on our way out.
What did you guys get from the bedroom, by the way? Do you remember?
The fancy
yes.
clothes and the little
Clothes.
stone.
I got some
Yeah,
fine clothes.
we got a letter that we couldn't read and the funky stone
Okay.
that we
Uh,
also couldn't read.
I also took
you guys-
gold from the chest, and you told me count the gold and silver later.
Okay.
And I
Then
took some fine clothes.
I will tell you it was 170 gold pieces, 65 silver pieces, and then I think you also got 2 potions of healing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I still have one.
Hey.
170.
Did you
gold,
give? No, you got
65.
2 from that chest.
So you just,
Yeah, he took one. He actually.
Oh, that's
yeah,
right.
he gave one
I
to him
gave
to
one
down.
to him, and he
Okay.
drank it, and
Yeah,
then
you
I
got-
still have one.
Okay.
Wait, I missed how much gold was in there?
Apparently just
100
170 for the bar.
170 and
You
65
guys,
silver.
you guys didn't see how much. I checked it before you guys were over there, and I put it into my pockets.
So we have no idea.
Wow. That's
Pockets
a-
are just significantly
Okay,
heavier than they were.
all right, so roll for initiative, Bard. Divine Smite, one more charge.
You didn't
Okay.
it. You didn't see
He went down the first.
So, excuse me. So, like I said, so Pete, you were not going to explore the path leading out of the other side of the storeroom, or you guys are just leaving.
Yeah, it seems like everyone else wants to leave, so I'm not gonna
Okay.
delay the party.
Okay. Okay, so easy enough. You guys are able to make your way back. You make your way back through the workshop. You already picked through all of his papers and got all the stuff that you needed there. You go back through the area where they were playing cards, and you do notice there's a set of double doors there as well on the opposite wall as the entrance that you came in. And then you are able to, like I said, if you're just trying to book it out of there, you guys could probably do that. So
I think that's
Okay.
our best
Am I
bet
able to
for
piece
now.
Yeah.
together that those might lead to whatever that steam room was, or close to it?
It's kind of in that direction.
What kind of check would it make to just see if I feel like there's something that we're missing that may be of worth in this entire cavern? That'd be insight, just pure luck.
Yeah, I don't think there's really anything you could roll for that without going through it again.
Maybe we could-
So
Can I make a religion check? And see if I just feel some sort of divine.
no,
Alright,
you probably
alright.
wouldn't have anything going for you at the moment. Do you often pray to the Wild Mother or anything?
I don't even know if
As
that
a druid?
exists as a druid.
So I mean, that's typically a lot of druids, But okay, go. So you guys are just leaving at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay, so you leave through the way you came, out through you do see the hallway to your right as you're walking out that has a clockwork crossbow that is slowly spinning, but it does appear to be far enough away that it doesn't see you as you kind of skirt the wall there. And then you go through the steel door. Do you leave it open? Do you lock it behind you?
We have the keys to that too, so I
You
just
do have
say
the
we
key?
lock it.
We
We
lock
would,
it.
we would lock it like we've never
Okay.
been here.
Okay. So you lock it and you make your way back to Hupperduke, if that is your wish.
Yes.
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 Hey.
We'd like to turn in the prisoner to
Okay.
watch person.
So you make your way
Watch
back
person,
down.
Bram.
I forget his name every time.
Watch Master Bram.
That's what I said.
So you make your way back down into town, and you find, it's late in the day, but it's not too late. There's still people about, and probably people are just finishing up with their work and heading back into the upper city for their usual night of revelry. And you make your way to where? Within Hupperduke.
We're going to bring Watchmaster, or not bring, bring Stahlmast to Watchmaster Bram.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so you are going
And I
to
make sure that our little badges he gave us is on display, so that people aren't like, "Why are
On
you
full
carrying
display.
a person?"
Okay.
Yeah.
So
No.
you
Do a little
have
more spring in our
a
step than normal.
chained, manacled human, and you are walking back to the barracks where you know Watchmaster Bram resides, and you are eventually you start to see guards notice you. They notice the smudges, the cuts, the bruises, and the person who is chained and manacled there. And they kind of start to follow you as an escort, not necessarily like they're following you, with any kind of intent. They do see the badges. They know what you're doing. And so you drag him back there and arrive at the door to the barracks, in which promptly the guards let you in, and Watchmaster Bram Goldschwaddle is brought out promptly this time, as there's no waiting around, and he sees Stahlmast, who is now awake, and some point during the walk through the city, he woke up and was forcibly marched along, and he looks impressed. He looks impressed. He's looks at you guys and he says, "Oh my goodness, I can't believe you did it, and it didn't even take you that long. I mean, you guys did a very impressive job here. Obviously, Stahlmast, we're gonna have a long conversation. Can't believe you would turn on your own city like that." And Stahlmast just kind of looks at him and he's like, "It's not like they ever cared for me." And he, Watchmaster Bram motions for him to be taken away. He pulls out behind his kind of podium desk there in the entryway and says, "Well, you all have performed admirably, and I greatly appreciate the services that you have done for Hupperduke. And here is the remainder of your payment here."
Hey.
And so he said, "Is there any other? Do you have the evidences that I had asked for that I might be able to take a look?"
Yes, and I hand him Stahlmast's plans of betrayal.
Okay.
And I want to keep his plans for weapons, but not like
Sure. No, I mean, like just
deceptively or anything.
right.
Like I just, yeah.
You kind of tell him you want to keep them or something, or you? You're just
I'm just
not
not
going
going
to
to
pull
say
them out.
anything unless he
Okay.
asks about it. Yeah.
But you pull out his plans for what he planned to do with them, basically. Watchmaster Bram looks up and he says, "Was there any indication of why he was doing this, or who was funding him? Do you have any other, who else was involved? Was it just him and these kobolds?"
Hey,
He
there was a
kept
dark
talking
dwarf.
about. He kept talking about the empire that is not the empire that we are currently in.
You mean the dynasty?
Yes.
Okay, so the Kryn dynasty is funding him. It does make sense given his Goliath spy that we have as well. She is an agent of the Kryn dynasty. Do you have any more proof of this that we might take a look at? Any kind of communication or anything?
Well, we have this letter that we can't quite read.
Okay.
I'm not sure what it's written in. I made it
Let
sound
me
funny
take a
when I
look
tried
there.
to read it.
So he, kind of stands next to you and does that thing where you're like both looking at the letter kind of thing. And he says, I believe this is Undercommon. Does anyone here read Undercommon? Do any of you guys read Undercommon? Okay.
None of us know.
Read it down there.
So he has one of the gnomish guards steps forward and says, I do, sir. And so you say, well, tell me what this says. And so you get some kind of starts reading through it a little bit there and says, let me see here. Let's see. As I try to find it. There's too many places. Okay, here we go. So you see the letter, and he starts reading it, and he said it's kind of broken up. It says, it promises much more support, and minions will soon be sent through the tunnel. It thanks Stahlmast for his soon-to-be fruitful alliance with Din Hythenos of the Kryn dynasty. And that's Din, like D-E-N, as like a point of organization, a din. And then Hythenos, Hythenos.
Seems like we might have a new target, gents.
Does sound that way.
Of the Kryn dynasty.
Hopefully it's
Okay.
even higher.
So reading through it,
Aye,
with let's see here. Let me look at these plans. Oh my goodness, he looks like he was definitely trying to take out Hupperduke. This is quite upsetting.
What really made him mad?
Don't think
We're
he
not
has
exactly
that
calling the
magical
pinnacle of
bean
sanity,
water.
though.
Yes,
Aye.
quite. Okay. So it looks like here's what I owe you. So I will give you. Here is your 1,500 gold pieces for the completion of the contract on
So that's
bringing
1,500
Stahlmast in.
each.
That is 1,500 total.
Good try, bud.
But I will,
That's
with this
very
evidence, I will give you 300 gold pieces for the evidences, the documents and such of his plans for attacking.
I believe.
Hupperduke.
Plural for evidence. Evidence.
And then for this letter, I would very much like to turn this in. I'll give you an extra 150 gold pieces.
Who's good with math? What is that? As we divide
It's
this up?
360 to each of us.
Is it 360? Because it was 300 from the 1,500, and then an additional 300, and then an additional 150.
So if you split, so technically we got what was it? You said 150. So it was 1950 split 5 ways.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah,
365.
390. I pulled out the calculator.
So
1950 divided by 5.
Yeah, there you're right.
Yenra is back behind you, and she's like, I wouldn't mind if even a little bit of the share.
Nah,
I
she
did help
agreed
find
to
this.
nothing.
Rowan, your girlfriend has a question for you.
Comes out of
First off,
yours.
she's not my girlfriend. Your reward is that you are currently alive. You would have been dead.
I
I
tossed.
was-
You're welcome.
I
I
tossed
was
her
there
20
at
for
the-
my personal.
I
You
was
give her
there
20?
at the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was there at the time the
So
bargain
deduct
was
that.
made.
And
And she said,
and I do the same.
okay, so 40.
I give her 20.
Okay, so
Bard
she
was
looks
very
at the two
clear.
of you. She looks at the two of you and says, "Thank you. I will remember your kindness." And she
Absolutely.
promptly leaves.
Can you remember that I wasn't kind as well?
She's
in
already
this
gone.
Engagement.
I heard that.
Rowan will
That's,
call you. Carry a pigeon or whatever.
I heard that's a bardic tactic to insult the women you're trying to.
Words.
Yeah.
You know.
So,
nothing.
As you
A
finish
charm or
there
charisma.
talking to Bram, he has a few other questions. Says, "Well, what of the caverns? What of his lair? Was
Rip
it?
the stream.
Did you fully dismantle it, or is there more up there that needs to be taken care of? Do you think it's even safe at the moment, or
Oh no.
were you heading back up there?"
We were heading back up there. We hadn't had the opportunity to fully search the entire thing, but we feel that we've once we had Stahlmast, it was best to go ahead and bring him here.
Yes, absolutely. Bringing him expediently was most appreciative. I would have hated for him to have gotten away. Okay, well, man, that is something that's going to need to be taken care of. But you said you were planning to return and maybe dismantle anything. Was there any dangers up there? If
Yenra did say that she's seen a dark elf, I believe. And
That
I
is-
wanted to check that out.
Quite
that
a
is
lot
indeed
of-
troubling as a drow would be one of the primary agents of the Kryn dynasty. And so if he
When I had here,
Stahlmast
Drow,
was-
kind of.
if Stahlmast was dealing directly with them, he definitely was in league with them. Was there any others besides kobolds?
Maybe some unstable blasting powder.
There was
there
a
quite a lot
dwarf.
of it.
A dwarf? Like a
An ashen-colored dwarf.
a Duergar.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He got
He's
big
dead.
and evaded
He's dead.
weapons.
I stabbed him and killed him.
Okay, I definitely appreciate that. It looks like it was if there's Duergar and Drow involved, then with this letter's indication, they have some sort of tunnel that has some sort of access to a Kryn network of some kind. That could be something found in the lair there. So, if you find that, any other information you have would be greatly appreciated. In the meantime,
So would you gold.
Yes, and if
yes,
we find any additional
I have
clues,
quite
it
given
would
you
really-
a lot of it just now.
Yes.
And it's not mine; it is the Empire's. So,
We are very
as
appreciative
far
of that.
as
They
far
have
as the
deep
caverns, as far as the caverns go, I hesitate to empty the barracks in searching through them. Would it be something that I could trust to the party here, that you are going to do that? If you do this, any claim to the area, you would definitely have top priority.
So you're saying if we go back and we search the rest of the cave, then we can basically have anything that we find?
As far as I know, I mean, if there's anything, if he's been stealing any supplies or anything from Hupperduke, it would probably
Oh, there
be...
was definitely supplies, I can tell you that much.
There was
I did
supplies.
find-
Oh,
I found a back supply cabinet that had all kinds of things with
I mean,
crates and food and
we would
all
greatly
kinds of stuff.
appreciate the return of those supplies, as they are property of the Empire, and funding the machines here that we need to fight the Kryn dynasty. But any personal effects of the individuals therein, or Any other clues? Any personal effects? You're welcome to them. Any other clues?
Is there any way that we could get some sort of like a cart or
Carriage,
something
yeah.
to take, a carriage with horses to take?
I'm sure that
gather
can be
the supplies
arranged.
and come back.
I'm sure.
Alright.
If you, why don't you make sure that it is clear first, and then we can arrange transportation for the remaining supplies that need to be returned to Upper Duke. As far as the caves themselves, though, I don't know anyone down here would want to have much to do with them. If you
Hey.
if you feel comfortable once you've cleared them out, I would be open to suggestions as far as to what can be done about them, or done with them, or if we need to have something there. So
Absolutely, we can take care of that, I believe.
We'll definitely let you know. It's been quite an eventful day for us. I think we
Hey,
are,
Bart.
like most of the village, going to go ahead and head to the upper city to celebrate completing of this quest. And so we bid you adieu until we meet again, Mr.
Yes.
Watchmaster Bram. Again,
We
thank you for this.
Hubbard Duke appreciates your service, and we're definitely glad that you arrived in town when you did, because it was a mystery that needed to be unraveled, to be sure. So
Will there be a ceremony to celebrate us in the morning that we should be prepared for? Maybe dress up for.
Aye. Tales of our great glory.
he kind of gives you a look like,
You look as if this
are
is
you serious? No.
irregular. We have saved the city.
And for that, you do have our thanks.
Nice.
Most people, though, have no idea what you've done for them. And frankly, we
We'd-
want to leave it that way because we don't want to cause a panic. That there could be agents of the Kryn
Yes.
that close.
Okay, well, if any of your workers here need help planning that tomorrow, I'll gladly. Lee here is great at writing things down and,
You know,
and drawing things. So,
We'll contact you.
um,
Don't contact us.
great. We look forward to it.
It'd be nice
no,
if you
and
could cover
Hubbard
our
is-
room and board up at the Hearth and Hammer as well.
I believe that was arranged with the first bounty, but we are not in the business of providing food and lodging to those who are not directly within the ranks of the empires.
I'm not in the business
Yes.
of saving your bottom either.
Well, that is what I just paid you for.
Ah.
It's knowing that Habaduke is safe in a better place than how we found it is reward enough. Thank you for your time, Watchmaster.
He speaks for
Yes,
himself.
Thank you. Well, gentlemen, we appreciate your service. I will take my leave, and there is much I need to discuss with Huron Stahlmast here. If there's any other developments that you find, please let me know. As far as the caverns, I'm going to leave them to you at the moment to finish clearing and do with what you will or make suggestions thereof. So,
Hey, Bard. We need to lose these
he
do-gooders.
turns and walks down the hall after where you saw Stahlmast go.
They don't know how to milk
Aye.
the pig while it's in front of them.
Friends, I've seen enough gold to know that there's better things in life.
I'm about to punch this
Yes,
cleric in the
and
mouth.
those better
So, are you
things
still
usually
standing
cost
around
more
in the
gold.
barracks? Are you heading
Aye, we're-
towards lodging?
We're heading
probably
towards
heading
the upper
toward
deck.
lodging at
To
this
the-
time,
we're
yeah.
heading toward the Hearth
Upper
and
City.
Hammer to give us
Okay.
a celebratory meal,
Hey!
some meat.
Okay.
And we
Oh,
Well,
the
as
meat.
you
The meat should
and I
flow
will
this evening.
stand upon the table and tell of our great glory.
Of course, they're on the table.
Share.
as you make your
I'll
way
break
Careful
a
on the
chair.
tables.
as you make your way towards the Hearth and Hammer, that is where we will end tonight's episode.
Of course.
So, good job, guys. You
Good job.
made it through
Listen,
a portion of
Barely.
your first dungeon.
I'll just let you know this right now. I'm not going to be pulling all these divine smites out if you do-gooders start just speaking for me on the back end, okay? I'm trying to get my ale and mead paid for.
It was clear you were getting nowhere.
I mean, ale and mead is pretty cheap. It's like a couple.
First off,
silver.
like, listen, count your pennies and your dollars will count themselves. In this instance, count my copper and my gold will count itself. First off, all right, I drink a lot of mead, okay?
Well,
I'm a
pennies and
dwarf.
copper are both inanimate objects. They don't.
I'm a dwarf.
Oh, all right.
All right. Well, we come to a close for tonight's episode. Thank you so much for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you all next time. For the moment, where can everybody be found? Jace, Dr. Heels, where can people find you?
Yeah, you can find me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Dr. Heels. I stream every Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I'm also on YouTube at youtube.com/Dr. Heels and youtube.com/ThatBoldLife.
Okay. And Lee, you're in Theoden's spot now, but why or where can people find you?
And Instagram at Noah Drew Mathis.
Awesome. And Colin.
I'm on Twitter at ColinKelsey2 and on Instagram at ColinKelsey Productions.
Fantastic, fantastic. And Reborn.
You can find me right here, twitch.tv/Reborn Crusader.
Perfect. And Rowan, Austin.
Saving the best for last. I get it. Okay. All right. Twitch.tv/AustinLCG. But I'm most active on Twitter, and so that's at _AustinLCG.
Perfect, perfect. And my name is Seth, also known as White Fox SG, and I can be found at Twitter at White Fox SG and Twitch also at White Fox SG. Once again, thank you for being here. Don't forget to catch the stream every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time here on Twitch at twitch.tv/Hearth and Hammer. And look for the episodes on YouTube and your podcast feed, wherever you may find them. So, once again, we are a family-friendly podcast, and we're glad to be here going through this adventure with you. So, good night, and God bless.
Amen.
Good night.